Welcome back, tasties and tastettes, to another episode of Learning with Lenny. No, that's not it.
No.
That's not it. No, another episode of Good Taste Weekly. It's your boy, Lenny. I am joined today with Dante, as always, but we are going to be starting with a nice little lesson to start, as we generally like to do. Dante, you want a hint? Because I haven't told you where we're going this week.
Yeah, please enlighten me.
On the Magic School Bus, I'll give you a hint, actually. Are you not entertained? You know that
wait, hold on. Because you said on the Magic School Bus. Doesn't the Magic School Bus just go inside people's bodies?
No, it can go like a bunch of places. It's just a school bus that goes places, sometimes inside of bodies. Do you think every episode of that show took place inside of a body?
Those are the only ones I remember.
No, it didn't. But okay.
I feel like they were flying around in there with Ozzy and Drix, and, it was just a good time.
Let's keep on track here, huh? Now, do you get it? Are you not entertained?
I'd love to say I get it, but no, I don't.
Jesus Christ. We're going to the Colosseum this week, Dante. And that's a quote from the movie Gladiator.
Okay.
Have you seen that?
Many years ago, and I don't even think I paid full attention to it, so I'm just going to say no.
Brother, you are missing out. That is a fantastic film. But what do you know about the Colosseum? Anything?
It's a Roman thing.
Good start.
That's where the gladiators go to fight and display, their combat skills.
Okay. Well, yeah. You're mostly in and around it. That's essentially what I knew until approximately 30 minutes ago.
Oh, God.
So
here we go.
Yeah. But now I think I'm an expert. I could probably write a whole thesis. Is that what they are?
I don't know if you're quite on thesis territory, but you could probably write an essay on it.
I feel like I'm on thesis territory. Yeah. So let's start here. The beginning of the construction, Dante, of the Colosseum was 68 AD.
All right.
I don't even I can't conceptualize.
Conceptualize, you had it right.
I had it right the first time?
Yeah.
I was just trying to add an N in there the next time.
Yeah, you just want to add extra letters so you sound smarter.
Yeah, I think it does. So it actually began construction in 72. It's kind of complicated, and we'll get there. But I can't conceptualize the idea of 68. Like the year is just 68. Isn't that wild? 68, Dante.
So, I mean, if you're alive in the year 68, some of them probably knew Jesus, right?
I don't think they were still living that long. I think if you were pushing 70 in the year 68, you were oh
yeah,
you were probably known as a shaman. You could you could see the future or some shit. They would believe anything you said if you were a 70-year-old man at that point in the world.
They thought it was magic, and all he had to do was eat his vegetables.
So there was a great fire of Rome, and this dude, Emperor Nero, he wanted a magnificent palace to be built on a large portion of the city that had burnt down in his honor, right? It was going to be basically bigger than anyone had ever seen in history. It was just way too big. And it was the project was going to be called the Domus Aurea. And he wanted to basically create his own city. It was going to be called Neropolis. It was kind of in the mold of Alexandria, they said. So it was just this idea of him having his own city dedicated to himself. And essentially that actual area, Domus Aurea, it's spelled Aurea. Aurea? Would that be right? Or is that just Aura?
Aurea.
Is that Aura?
Well, no, there's an I in there, right?
No.
You say Aurea? Okay.
Is that just Aura? Am I an idiot?
I think it's still Aurea.
Can we look up how to spell Aura?
Aura. I don't have to look it up.
All right. Well, thanks, man. You vindicated me then. They've actually reopened this place though in 1999, and in 2007 it began being a really popular tourist destination. So you can actually go and check out most of this place. But Nero ends up committing suicide in 68 AD, and because no one actually liked him, they just started tearing down the shit he wanted to build. So all of the stuff that he was intending
this
on
guy.
Yeah. They were oh, thank God he's fucking dead. Also the idea of suicide in 68 sounds wild to me. I suppose it's probably more popular than I assume it is. When was Romeo and Juliet supposed to take place? When were the Capulets and the Romulans? Was that? Yeah. When were they doing stuff? Well, you look that up.
Yeah.
14th or 15th century. What does that mean?
So that's the 1500s or the 1600s.
So not even close to this, right?
No, it's the 1300s or the 1400s.
Huh. So not even close to this, though.
No.
Yeah, so I don't think suicide started happening until then.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And you only did it because you loved someone. But yeah, so the Colosseum itself is actually built upon a artificial lake that they had built, which I also think is crazy.
What do you mean by artificial lake, though?
So there wasn't a lake there. They dug one out. Were like filling it with water or some shit. And then when he died, they were like, well, fuck this lake. And got rid of it.
They drained it and like, we're putting a Colosseum on this bitch.
Exactly. So the actual Colosseum begins construction in 72 AD, and it's completed by 80 AD. It was started under the rule of this dude, Emperor Vespasian, but he died before it actually was completed, and it was finished under his two sons, Titus and Domitian?
Dominatrix?
Yes.
Okay. They had cool names back then, huh?
Guess who built most of this?
How am I supposed to guess? I don't know anybody from back then.
I mean, it's just an obvious. Like, who would they have build stuff like this?
Damn, bro. You're not going to say the blacks.
No, but slaves. Slaves.
I was like, damn, they were doing it from 68 AD.
And some may call this the white black.
Oh, God. We're not going there. We're not going to coin that one. No, I'll bleep that one, guys.
But yeah, it was largely built by Jewish slaves, and it was overseen by Roman engineers. It was around 60,000 to 100,000 Jewish slaves that were taken capture after the First Jewish-Roman War, and they were used for the construction. Nuts, right?
That's wild.
It was originally going to be called the Flavian Amphitheater, which is those people, the Emperor Vespasian and his two sons, that they were part of the Flavian dynasty.
After the late great Flava Flav, right?
Well, I think he's after them.
I don't know.
See how the math works there. And it was kind of just planned to be like the go-to place for entertainment. I don't know if they at the time realized like what kind of entertainment. The Colosseum's obviously oval shaped. It's around 189 meters long. It's 156 meters wide and 48 and a half meters tall. It's the entire building's around 6 acres.
That's insane, actually.
Crazy thing too. Over 100,000 cubic feet of stone was used to build this Colosseum that they sourced from the quarries of Tivoli. They were 20 miles away.
No wonder it took them 8 years.
Like, think about that, though, right? And I think it's also how they talk about, like, conceivably now, even when they built, like, the pyramids, when we look at them, we can't figure out how they were able to carry, like, such heavy shit all the way up there. It's kind of the same thing in my mind here of, like, 20 acres at this point. Like, they didn't have when was the wheel invented? Any idea? You know what I mean, though? Like they were just dragging this shit.
Jesus Christ, I can't type.
Before Christ?
All right, yeah, so way before that.
So the wheel was a thing already.
4th millennium BC. That sounds like a long ass time ago.
We could do a whole episode on me not really understanding before and after Christ. Because, like, I don't understand what this man saw. Like, he was out there, huh? Like, he was seeing shit.
Well, you know, there's stuff before him and after him. But what about during Christ? Is that a time?
I mean, I guess we could just look up when he was born.
We're not gonna keep Googling things.
I'll do that lesson and offend a bunch of people down the line. So underneath the Colosseum, there was 80 vertical shafts, and they were used to let gladiators, animals, and prisoners back and forth. There was also a ton of trap doors that were installed, and this was used to change scenery in the Colosseum to make it more spectacular, I suppose. It sat between 50,000 and 80,000 people. It's a lot of fucking people. And it was on average, I think they said like 65,000 people were there. Here's one interesting thing I didn't know, though, is when do you think gladiator fights began?
Oh, you don't think that was the immediate purpose of the Colosseum?
Well, if I wouldn't say I don't think anything because I have the notes in front of me.
That's fair, but I think within like the first 5 years of them doing it, right?
Interestingly enough, way before the Colosseum, they can trace back gladiator fights to 264 BC.
Damn. Okay, so like 300 years before the Colosseum, they
So God was getting with, well, Jesus, he was getting with the gladiators at some point, and like he was down with it, or he wasn't trying to stop it.
Yeah, sure.
And it wasn't until actually 105 BC when the first gladiator games were built, or were held rather. I think what I read was, so originally like gladiator fights were used to celebrate funerals. And this dude, Brutus, I forget his first name, but his last name was Brutus. I'm pretty sure he's like a famous gladiator. He fought to celebrate the death of his father. And that was like the first ever gladiator fight. Weird, right?
That's weird. Like, yeah, let's celebrate this funeral by killing some other dude.
Oh, I'll get there. But it wasn't until the Colosseum was actually built, though, that there was a dedicated place for these battles to take place. So even though they were having like gladiator fights, there wasn't like a notable place that they were holding these events. The Colosseum was the place that kind of took it to the next level. So that's why, even though it started so far before Christ's death, it wasn't until that like 72 AD that it became a really formal thing.
So it sounds like it started as like an underground thing. Probably something we shouldn't talk about.
Yeah, exactly. You don't talk about Fight Club. To inaugurate the completion of the Colosseum, Titus, one of the sons, had 100 straight days of games. 100 straight days. I wonder how many of them were sellouts. And the games included hunting exotic animals, executions, music, and gladiator fights. One of those things is not like all the rest.
Yeah, no.
The music, obviously. I'm sure it was fucking bangers, though.
Bro.
Imagine how lit 65,000 people were just like throwing down to whatever jams they were playing.
Yo, you already know T Swizzy's trying to get into the Coliseum.
Imagine if they rebuilt it for that reason. They held concerts inside of it.
That'd be sick. That'd be so expensive.
The tradition of the games lasted 5 centuries. So 500 years after this, they were basically like, there was a tradition of year after year doing these games, essentially.
Yeah.
Who do you think the gladiators primarily were?
Romans, no?
Not necessarily. There was a certainly an allotment of Romans that got involved, but I think that was more later down the line, because initially, even though you would assume it's kind of a glorious position because people did get famous off of this, it was largely not like a popular thing, and it was mostly slaves that were used initially, or people who had committed like serious crimes.
Oh, so it's like the equivalent of like, you know, back in the day when they used to be like, oh, you go to jail or you go to the army.
Yeah, exactly.
They lock you up or you become a gladiator.
So what they would do, like the criminals at least, would parlay, like if they were going to face a death sentence, instead of being sentenced to death, they would live their lives out in the Colosseum and survive as long as they could there, essentially.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, do you think that's much better?
No.
Because like, how often do you think these guys lived for like a significant amount of time?
I mean, I think more so is the fact of knowing like there's no way out of this.
Yeah. Well, I think
you're literally fighting for your life. Yeah,
but you could fight for I think you did get your freedom at some point, or it could be chosen for. And like I said, I'll get to some of the like fight to the death stuff. But when you mentioned before that they're primarily Romans, the thing about it is a lot of them weren't, because a lot of people were captured from wars that they were having in other areas and brought back and used there, essentially. I think that is kind of the plot of Gladiator. Like his family was killed in a fight and he is kept, basically, and that's how he ends up in the Colosseum in that movie. A small portion of people were normal people, though, who were just seeking fame and fortune. As the popularity grew, former soldiers, ex-cons, and even some upper-class people began to sign up for it. Basically, the stakes were high, and because there was so much money on the line, in one instance, even like a one of the emperors offered like a former gladiator $100,000. I'll just say, because I don't know the former currency at the time, but it sounds like a lot, right? Like 100,000, whatever it was, to come out of retirement and fight again. Like that's how lucrative it became. But even with all these opportunities, it still wasn't as glorious as you'd think, because even after these guys would die, they were buried in completely separate cemeteries than all the other people. And they ended up creating a union to start the possibility of respectful burials. And gladiators themselves would even, like the ones that were successful, would end up paying for their comrades' funerals and like giving money to the families of the people who died in the Colosseum. The other thing I found out was there's actually gladiator schools, and they were fairly like, in your head, what do you picture a gladiator to look like?
I'm literally just picturing like Spartans.
Yeah, like some just like dark-haired white dude, right?
Yeah.
There was actually in these schools a bunch of people with different backgrounds. So you'd have like the obvious Roman people, but they said there would be like Spaniards there, and even some women took part in it.
Oh,
and
shit.
They said the women were mostly novelty fights, and they made them fight topless.
Wow.
That's lit.
So this is like WWE before WWE.
Well, they didn't let them do it topless in WWE.
No, but you know.
They're not having bra and panties.
I feel like they brought in the fucking women as novelty fights.
I think you might have just disrespected a lot of women in the modern era. I think it was one thing for them to say that about them in like, 100 AD, but like, it's 2023, and you're talking about women being novelty acts.
They didn't start it in 2023.
Okay, when you go look up the fabulous Moolah and tell her. All right, Dante, how about that? Tell that woman what you think about her. So I think the biggest misconception that I did kind of learn from all of this, though, in one of the things we'll wrap on here, is you mentioned fighting to the death. And interestingly enough, I guess a lot of the fights didn't end in death. Like you didn't necessarily die battling in the Colosseum. They even had refs and doctors there while you fought. The refs oftentimes, just like boxing today, the refs are generally former gladiators. So they kind of knew what to look for. They knew the ins and outs of what was going on inside of the Colosseum, inside of these fights. And they would be the ones who would either pause the action, time out. They would keep fighters separate, and they would be the ones who call the end to the fights. But because of how big of an investment it became over the time and how big these grew, like I said, they were really lucrative. The trainers of these fights would have agreements written into the contracts that they were sending their fighters into, that if their fighter was to die, wrongfully die inside of one of these fights, and I guess that would be if like the ref didn't stop it appropriately or whatever it is, let it get out of hand, they would get paid large sums of money as compensation because of the time invested into training these fighters and the time it takes to the money you have to invest into having the resources to do it, right? I kind of envision it the way you do, like they just had the Kentucky Derby last weekend. It's kind of like owning like a racehorse.
I gotta tell you, man, this definitely sounds a lot more sophisticated and organized than I would have expected it to be 2,000 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, you have to realize though, it was like a rich person's like vanity project, right? Like a lot of it was funded by really, really rich people who had the means to do all of this stuff, right? So the referees were obviously very important to this. And at the end of the day, like the winners apparently would get the spoils, right? They would leave through this like winner's gate. They'd receive large sums of money. And interestingly enough, the person who judged what happened to the loser was an emperor. And the emperor would judge if they would be sentenced to death or not. In the event that they were sentenced to death, they would take the sword of the winner and they would basically like plunge it through the dude's neck.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I have like a long thing here that kind of I took notes for a lot of this, but I just copy and pasted this because there was a lot here. And I thought it was kind of interesting, right? So in order to ensure that the condemned loser was really dead, they had this like super theatrical method of determining it. So these two guys, and they would dress in mythological garb. They made their way onto the sands of the arena. One was dressed as a Charon, the ferryman who brought souls to the afterlife, and the other one was dressed as Mercury, the messenger to the gods. Mercury carried a hot piece of red metal in which poked the vanished, right? So he would poke it and see if they moved, because if it was hot red, it would burn them in some way and cause a reaction from them. And if there was any signs of life, Charon would take up slack and stave the head with a giant mace that he carried.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. The corpse were taken from the amphitheater through the Porta Libertaria, a gate dedicated to the Roman goddess Libitina. Yeah, her. Who presided over funeral rites. This is the one way that the Colosseum, one way out of the Colosseum that no gladiator wished to take. Their bodies were stripped of clothing, armor, and weapons in the nearby Spalarium, to be handed over to the newest recruits. So they would literally just take like the armor and clothes off of you after you died and just hand it to the next dude who was gonna die.
Jesus
Isn't
Christ.
that fucking crazy?
That almost feels like a bad omen. Like, damn, I got this loser's gear.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, or you're like motivated. Like, this is drenched in fucking blood, brother. I can't let this happen to me. The thing I wanted you to look up is, can you look up how many people died in the Colosseum? I think it was like 300,000 maybe. And I had this question for you before we wrap up with this Learning with Lenny segment.
Okay.
What would you rather have gone against in the Colosseum? A person or an animal?
Do I get to know what kind of animal first?
A lion, a tiger, or a bear? Oh my.
I can take a bear.
I think so too. I've always said that. I'm pretty sure I could fight a bear. I've always been really confident in the fact that I think I could take a bear. My theory is, right? Well, here's what I wanted to do. I decided this when I was like 18 years old and I worked in a pizza shop and we would basically just be drunk and high for a majority of our shifts. We would sit in the back and we were talking and I wanted to start a TV show that was me fighting deadly animals. And like, I could take one weapon of my choice in there. And I said if I was going to fight a grizzly bear or like some type of bear, that I'd like Wolverine claws.
Okay.
Right? Because I figure, like, do bears have elbows? I've only ever seen their arms straight out.
I mean, I'm sure they have to bend them to be able to... Let's say they do, yeah.
I don't think they do. So let's say they don't. I think I could get inside of their wingspan, right? And I'm like right on the inside with my claws, and I'm just throwing hooks with those Wolverine claws right into their stomach. They're done.
Okay. You've given this a lot more thought than I thought you did.
Well, no, I told you I had an idea to start a TV show.
Yeah.
Me versus the deadliest animals in the world.
Killing it, dude.
How many deaths?
400,000.
That's a fucking lot of people, huh?
Yeah.
Though I don't
over the course of 400 years, so about 1,000 a year.
1,000 a year, you said?
I mean, it's over the course of 400 years, so on average, 1,000 a year.
I'm missing something in my notes that I thought was interesting in all of this. Give me a sec to try and track her down.
Aye, El Capitan.
You saw all those pages of notes I took, right? And somehow, one of the ones I thought I had taken down is just not here.
If y'all could see this, Lenny's over here writing papers for y'all each week.
I'm basically writing them for myself because what ends up happening is like, I just think about stuff that I don't know anything about, right? Which is everything. It was like a large portion of life. And I just find myself writing all of this down. There was also like stats on how many animals were killed in the process and all this crazy shit.
Man.
You know what it was that I'd seen? It largely turned into like a propaganda machine. This whole thing, because it was seen. I swear to God, I wrote this down, and now I don't like. Do you think Google Docs just doesn't save some stuff, dude?
I mean, if you closed it before I got the chance to save to the cloud, maybe.
I have the last stuff though.
Huh. I don't know. I don't use Google Docs.
Oh, here it is. I found it. The games were largely seen as a weapon of mass distraction, was what they wrote. I thought that was cool wording. But it was largely seen as propaganda because it was showing like people from the outside perspective. It made Rome look really, really powerful, right? Because it has these like crazy fucking killers inside of the Colosseum. But also, you're showing off 65,000 people, like all in one place, and it's like, this is our fucking army. Isn't that that's like, put that in perspective, and then go like think about like, I don't know how these two things. When did the movie 300 take place? Where AD is that?
God.
We're just learning everything, dude.
$480 BC.
We said 250 was when gladiator fight started.
260 something. So yeah.
Yeah. All right, probably not much connection there. It's weird that a timeline like just has like a thing in the dead center of it. Dead center, literally.
Damn. That's a bar.
That like that separates it like that. Like it's like when the numbers go down on one side of the timeline, right? Like, isn't that weird?
Yeah.
I don't know. This is probably going on for too long.
They weren't telling time that way in BC.
What do you mean?
They didn't know what they were counting down to. This is just how we mark the time after the fact.
Yeah, you're right, huh? What do you think they were doing then? Like, I know they had like sundials, right? They were just tracking days.
I guess. I don't know.
Did they have
I don't think
months?
They had any version of a calendar.
When did the Mayan calendar start?
A lot of typing here today, guys.
Brother, I typed a fucking essay.
Yeah, I know. Okay. The Mayan calendar started in 3114 BC.
3114?
Yeah.
This is why I learned so much doing this. Is because like time doesn't make sense.
No.
Right?
Well, not in this moment.
It never does. Like when people tell me how old the Earth is, when was the first person? Like, when were the Neanderthals on Earth? This is not even going to be about Rome anymore. This is just I'm going to need you around this part to just put like space behind me. I'd like the intro to like the Big Bang Theory.
It's saying 300,000 years ago, but I just can't imagine that's right.
That's true. It is true. Because, like, look at when Earth started. It's a funny sentence. You're trying to fact check yourself?
Yeah.
It is right, dude. That is right.
No, that can't be right.
It is. Isn't that fucking crazy? All right, and from the Colosseum back to the Good Taste Studios. I'm joined again by a two-piece and a soda.
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 D. Jarritos.
D, welcome back.
Thank you, sir.
It went
Glad
so
to be
well
back.
last time that we had to do it again.
I love it.
Dante, pleasure to have you again. You came with me from the Colosseum.
Pleasure.
Yeah, it was a long flight.
Oh, you realize what I just realized you fucked up on?
What?
I'm going to call you out on it here.
I didn't put on my
shit.
green screen.
God damn it.
Yeah. I realized that about halfway through.
Sweet Colosseum, bro.
Next time.
God damn it, dude. I go out of my way to get you to the Colosseum, and you just had to stay in the studio.
Bought tickets and everything, huh?
Man's afraid to fly.
Fly, swim,
Yeah. Any mode of transportation that's not four wheels in the ground, basically.
motion sickness.
Before we go, let's start off with a traditional shot to you guys, as
Shot
well as
to
to the audience out
To our
there,
lovely
tasties and
viewers.
tastettes. Watch me cringe as I take this shot down. I'm trying to keep a
Okay.
Try
You're
to
getting
keep a
better
brave
at it. No,
face.
I was looking at you. You're getting better at it.
trying to keep a brave face.
Yeah. It hurt you, though. Like, your whole cheek muscles was like...
It hurt me. Yeah,
Shifting.
it still hurts.
Grow up.
So let's start. I wanted to start here.
Where you at, bro? What we got today?
We did a good deed last night.
We did a good deed last night.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it again.
But there's some stuff you don't know, D.
Oh, shit. What don't I know?
So for the people, to start here, we were out last night. We grabbed some drinks.
Yep.
Some wings, some drinks.
Yep. Look at us hanging out off cam like we actually like
This is real. This is the real deal, everybody. And when we go to leave, a little old lady asked us to help change her tire. And I want to first we all did our part. We all did something, right? We were all polite. We all helped in some form or fashion. Yeah. I want to give the most glow to Dante, though, because he definitely did the bulk of the work. So really, really solid effort out there.
Yes.
Like we said,
shout out Dante.
He understands 4 wheels. He doesn't know anything else. So he gets changing a tire.
Absolutely.
But here's what you don't know, D.
Okay.
After you drove away, we're walking back to our car, and we hear like a terrible sound coming from that same vehicle. And the spare that we put on, also flat.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So she's...
How?
I don't know. It held
great
there when we
question,
dropped
brother.
it, and it was dead flat after she rolled like 2 feet.
It just was done. It had no air. It had less air than the other tire did.
That's real life crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So, at that point, it's like, what can we really do? She's like, I'm going to leave the car here. And I drive away. But I think somebody did a double back.
I didn't double back. I just didn't leave.
Hey, yo, slow down, bro. What? Also, some...
Yo, she was praying blessings upon us and everything. I wasn't
She
about
did.
to squander
So
it
you
like
had
dipping.
So you had to...
Hey,
had
no,
to do
wait
what?
a minute. Hey, for everybody at home, too, this lady is every bit of, like, late 50s. She's like your grandma. Let me say that. That's how you should look at this.
Or your
lady.
church going auntie.
Yeah. Or she's one of the church ladies, Sister Jenkins.
Yeah, she's a sinner last night, though.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah,
Hey,
don't
you
be
gave her a
putting
ride
that
in the
out there.
Honda, bruh?
No, I didn't.
Don't lie.
But
I know I was up the hill and Dante was still there.
So I had remembered earlier, before we even decided to go help her change the tires, she had said her phone was dying and she couldn't call AAA. So as I was about to leave, I was like,
That's
wait,
a wild thing to remember.
But as we were about to leave, I was like, wait, is she still fucked? So I stopped and I was like, yo, like, do you need to use my phone to call AAA or something? Like, and she was like, no, I have like 20% left. I'm going to call my sister and we'll figure it out. And I was like, all right, cool. And then I left.
So is this before or after you gave her extra blessings?
No, that was everything that happened after Lenny left. Stop playing.
Oh, you move fast.
Oh my God.
Lenny bit the corner and you was like, all right, bet. So what's up with them extra blessings you was talking about?
Yeah. What you said compensation, right? Like she did try to pay us.
She did try to pay us. She did. Shout out to you fellas though. That was
him.
I'm glad we did that all together.
Yeah.
Well, some of us got luckier than others and blessed more than others. So
yeah.
You know what? Y'all are gonna create whatever narrative y'all want.
It's
And
not
I can't change your mind. So whatever.
Did you stay?
I did.
Did Lenny see you leave?
He did not.
I don't know what the narrative is there, buddy.
You're trying to create a story after that point.
No, it's left for the viewer's interpretation what they think.
Use your imagination.
Yeah.
I was a good Samaritan and nothing more.
Right.
I just know that me and Dante, like, both were having the conversation. We got out of the car, we looked at the tire, and I literally whispered to him, I was like, yo, we don't have to stay, right?
Yeah. Because I think immediately after that, she said she was going to Brockton. I was like, I'm not going that far in the opposite direction.
I still don't know what I think that lady hit a curb or something.
Yeah.
It's no way that tire looked like that. That's not a flat tire. Like it got like bent by something.
Like, I think she just has to have like a slow leak. Maybe it's around like the rim of the tire or something like that. But it.
Have you ever seen the movie Thinner?
No.
I don't even have to ask this guy.
It sounds like a weight loss movie. I wouldn't be into that.
I don't know if everybody heard him, but that was good. So Thinner, real short and simple, is another reason why I helped this lady last night. I'm spooked on this shit. So movie Thinner, this old lady walks into a bank. She's a gypsy. You don't know that, but you can pretty much assume it. She walks into this bank and they're about to foreclose on her home. And the dude basically is like in every movie, he's a dick. The loan officer's a dick. Like, nah, you're closing on your shit. Fuck you. We gave you many chances. So then she like gets on her knees in like the middle of this bank and like begs this dude, like basically crying. And he's like, no, get up. I'm not fuck with you. We're foreclosed on your home. It's a wrap. Get out. So then she jumps up and goes full gypsy mode. And it's like, I'm putting a curse on you. You will get thinner. Right? Or something like that. Thinner.
So it is a weight loss
thinner.
movie.
Bro, you get so thin until you like die.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like you just keep
like
losing weight.
emancipated. Yeah.
Yeah, you just
Not
keep
emancipated.
emancipated.
Emaciated.
Yeah, I was say emancipated, like Mimi. The emancipation of
Yeah, my mistake.
Speaking of Mariah Carey,
Emaciated.
yeah. Nah. So anytime I see something like that, I'm spooked. If someone's asking me for help, I'm like, yo,
I just got to do it.
I gotta do it. What if she knew voodoo?
What like?
And we told her no. Because at first, let's keep it a buck if we're gonna tell the story. All of us, when we saw her walking up, were like,
Hell no.
hell nah. I don't know what she about to
No,
ask for.
thank you.
I don't know what she want. We not fucking with her.
Like, what was the list of things we would have done for her? Because she hit
Would
like,
have
one of
or
the-
would not have?
Would have, because like she hit one of the few things that we could have said yes to her about. Because like, in my mind, it was either going to be I would have let her use my phone to make a phone call.
For sure.
I would
Because I can outrun her. Let me tell you the reasons why.
Okay.
So as you tell me, I'm giving you the reasons why I would do it. Because as a recourse, I can defend it. Go ahead.
Like I would have let her use my phone, or I would have changed a tire.
Yep, I can run her down, and I know she ain't going nowhere because I'm changing the tire.
Yeah. So like, there's nothing else I could really do for her.
You could.
You know what I mean? Like,
As
I'm
far
not
as
going to
from
give
a
her like if she was going
You
to.
got some money?
Well, I don't have cash.
Yeah.
What if she got cash at? Then what? No, because that's not funny. Bums been asking for money. Sorry, bums, it's a bad word. People who are less fortunate and
call
are
bums.
homeless. I'm trying to be PC.
Walking
I'm
around with
working
a
on it.
cardboard box with a cash tag on it is nasty.
Yeah.
Yo, because you know what the thing
homeless,
is.
but you got
You know-
Verizon unlimited
You got the
data.
QR.
Yeah.
You got the QR
You,
right now.
you got an iPhone 14, better phone than me over here asking for money.
Yo, listen. Now you judging how homeless I am?
I can have a phone, bitch.
What the fuck?
Cell phone plans are expensive.
You judging my homeless now? Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I've had many homeless people tell me not that kind of sandwich or some shit before. Like,
Yo,
what the fuck
for
is
real.
wrong with you? What?
Oh,
Nah.
I don't fuck with pickles.
Yeah.
Pick them off.
The fucking audacity,
Give
bro.
them to your friend.
What is wrong with you?
You probably know somebody who needs these pickles.
Judging me about me having a phone? How you know I ain't stealing from somebody?
Well, it's like those it's like the homeless people that they say like when you watch them get off their duty, walking like the curb looking for money, and they go and hop in like the Benz around the corner or whatever and drive off.
Yeah.
Those people who make it a full-time job.
Yeah.
I swear near my work, I don't see them that much right now, but I'm sure as the weather gets warmer, they're gonna show up again. They're like last summer, every day there was this family. They were all on all four corners, walking up and down the aisles or lanes with the thing like saying like, lost our jobs, have 3 kids at home, we're gonna lose our house, like give us money, and they would like get mad at you for ignoring them. So because like if you either don't give them money or you don't have the money to give them money. And either way, in that instance, you just try not to make eye contact, right? You like, you keep staring forward and you just pray the light's going to turn green. And like these guys would walk up to the window and just hold it in the window. Like no chill. Like they would put it right in front of you and make it like, no, you're not going to ignore me. So you're either just going to be an asshole. Oh, and it's like, in my mind, I'm like, you're the asshole.
See, they're doing it the wrong way, right? The hardest beggar to say no to is the one that dances.
Those are good ones.
Those
The ones that
are,
make you laugh. Yeah.
those are ones that are hard. I really pause. I don't know how I can not look at you, and then as soon as you see me look at you dancing, then you're like, you have some money. Like, I can't. At that point, I don't know how to say no to you. Like I gotta at least look into the change thing. Let me see if I got some change left. Because you was breaking it down in Harlem, shaking this shit with the crack. Like I don't.
How about the
Say no.
with the crack? How about the dudes who walk up and it's like they don't even ask if you want them to wash the window. They just start spraying the
I
shit
hate
on
that.
there. And you're like,
Those are the ones I hate.
and then they're like, well, no, I did a service. Like,
Bro, yeah, I hooked you up. So what's up?
yeah, windows are clean as shit. And I'm like, bro, I didn't ask. Like,
Peel off. First, see, speaking of questions about homeless people, and I don't even know how we got got here. Where did you get this liquid? What is it? Could be just water.
Yeah, it's like they went to I think what they do is they go to a restroom and they have like the water. They just do the liquid soap into the bottle, right? And then just fill it up with some water. And
Resourceful.
That's smart.
Resourceful.
It is smart, but then they're using newspaper to spread it around. So it's like, how good?
Yeah,
is
you wipe
this?
it with newspaper.
Yeah, I don't know how effective it is. My windows never looked better. I just know they always looked at me like funny, like you gonna give me money now? I'm like,
yeah, as you should.
I never accepted this agreement.
Right.
We never signed paperwork about this.
That's why I'm falling back on the crackheads who make you dance. And I mean, all said and done, and we got crazy tangent for real, Dante. I was thinking about this yesterday too. Solid job, bro. That was real solid work by you.
Yeah, we don't give you enough credit here.
We really don't. So when you do something good, I definitely want to commend you. And like I said, I was dead scared that she was gonna make us all like curse us. So I was there no matter what.
You know what? You saying that now though makes way more sense because again, like we said, when she was walking up to us, we were all looking at each other like, "Yo, we're about to bounce."
I
right?
said it. Y'all remember?
But,
I said, "Y'all, whatever she asked for, I'm saying fuck no."
But then she came up and said, "I need to change the tire," and you were the first one to say, "Yeah." And now it makes sense why.
Yeah. Once I knew what the ask was, I was like,
honestly, if you offer that many prayers for us, you probably would curse somebody. On the flip side of that,
listen,
if you're that spiritual in graciousness, then you are going to be that much in spite.
And then also on the flip, like I won't make it all bad. Like that's just positive, good karma, good energy to come back to us. You know what I mean?
I had some bets going on, so
yeah.
Did
you hit?
I'm dealing in karma. I don't think so.
Who didn't? Clay.
Right? Clay missed by 1, and then I had
because Reeves hit.
Reeves hit. The assists hit.
And
the points hit from somebody.
Anthony Davis points hit.
Yeah, it was 2 things that didn't hit though.
Oh, I thought it was only 1.
No, it was D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, he played like shit. Yeah, he played like shit.
Yeah. If we want to go over what I have tonight, not that this will be relevant once anybody hears it, I have the 4 top scorers to all hit their point totals. So it's
which
like
is whom?
Harden,
JT.
So I'm talking about the Suns game. So I have KD over 25. I have Booker over 27. I have Jamal Murray over like 21, and then I have Jokic over like 23.
I might take that. That's a solid parlay.
So this is what I've learned watching the Suns in Nuggets series is. So last game I had just Booker and KD, the 2 of them to hit their point totals or whatever, and it smashed. And I was like, in this series, more than any other, it's really your 4 top players are the ones scoring all the points. So I'm like, I'll just take whatever their lowest point totals they offer me to bet on, and I'll parlay the 4, and I'll get something favorable, and there's a good chance that I feel like it's going to hit.
Yeah.
In the Celtics game, I have JT over 3.5 assists and Marcus Smart over 2.5 rebounds. Marcus Smart hits the rebounds almost every game. The JT assists, it's pretty 4, reliable, 5. But like 4 is a solid number to get it at.
Yeah.
And it's like plus 100, so it's it's even, you know.
I'll take that. So that's cool.
That's my action for tonight. Okay. What do you think of the postseason so
far? It's been good basketball.
Yeah.
More important, it's been exciting. It's been good basketball. I think from old hoop heads to to young, it's been keeping everybody compelled. The storylines have been great. Playoffs are always going to be high when you got LeBron in it doing well.
Yeah. I mean, turning back the clock to an extent.
Yeah, sure. You got the Knicks fan base in it. Like those are when major market teams get to the playoffs is generally good. You got enough superstars in those places, then great basketball.
Yeah, I mean the NBA is definitely in a dream scenario as far as like teams that they could have involved in this for the most part. I think you have to be a little weary of like they probably don't want Denver making it all the way. Like I'm sure just from like a draw standpoint.
Who are they playing? That's the question.
Yeah, I mean, you have to assume it's one of the two. It's either Celts or 76ers is what I have to imagine.
Well, I think one has I mean, maybe I'm biased because I live here now, but I think the Celtics have a bigger fan base nationally that would...
They have history.
Right? Yes, that would raise...
Yeah, the
views.
Like it'll increase viewership for sure.
Yeah.
I think that no matter what, that series is the one they're definitely going to want the Lakers or Golden State being the team that comes out of the West. Like, just looking at the way it's playing out.
Absolutely.
They're also going to want the teams coming out of this to be the ones that come out. Not to say, like, I just don't think Miami's that much of a draw. The Knicks are just not a real threat.
Absolutely
like,
not.
Just,
I love Jimmy Butler, but I don't want to watch him in the finals again.
No.
I'm good. Because whoever he plays, he's going to get clapped. And
yeah, he'll have
that's
one
just
game where he wins it for them, but I could see that being like a 4-1 series. Granted, of all people, he's the one who you would sit there and write off, and he would just end up crushing shit. Don't get me wrong. I've been pretty impressed with everything. I mean, I think LeBron's been the biggest story of any of it. I think I regret. I said to you before the playoffs started, I was looking at a future on the Lakers, and I just didn't take it.
Yeah.
And I regret it now because obviously, like,
my boy did to make the playoffs, and he came up. I'm tight.
So I was taking them to. I wanted to take them to win the West and to win the chip because they had them at like plus 800, plus 850, plus like 1,000 to win the championship, and I'm like, take LeBron on a flyer getting into the playoffs at that point. And right now it's just not favorable anymore because they're up 3-1, so there's not a real point in taking it. I put 2 futures in today, small bets, nothing serious. I took Jaylen Brown, Eastern Conference MVP.
Yeah.
Because Tatum's like almost is like plus 150. He's pretty even money. What just happened? No. That was weird.
That was weird as hell.
Yeah. Tatum's pretty much even money, so I just didn't see the value in betting there. Jaylen Brown, on the flip side, has had a lot of games where he's looked like the better player of the two, and they had him at like plus 800 to win Eastern Conference Finals. And then the other person I took in the West was I got similar value on Jamal Murray.
Oh, okay.
So, because like same deal, Kevin, like the LeBron, Jokic, like they're kind of chalky, like that. You know, you can bet and make something off of them, and it's the most likely outcome. But I think I only had to put like $5 pays out like 110 on Jamal Murray, and it's like for that, it's like why not just like throw that there? Because if the Nuggets make it, there's only 2 players on that team that would win MVP in my mind, or you know, to get out of that series, and it's most obviously Jokic, but like Jamal Murray's the kind of dude that can like put up a few of those games that he kind of sways it in his favor.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I think it's been one of the more competitive years. Granted, coming from a Celtics perspective, I feel like every year for the past 3 or 4 years for us have been
competitive,
very competitive. Not only because our teams are good, but because like we're not a clutch team generally. And it leads to us being in a lot of tight series. Like, even looking at the Hawks series, there's no reason that should have gone as far as it did.
Absolutely.
Just does. This series, even, I would go as far as to say, the 2 games that we've won in dominant fashion. The 2 games that we've lost, we should have probably won.
Do you put a lot of it on what's your percentage of the pile on coaching versus players?
That last game was the coaching was probably a big part of it.
I'm talking about, well, I feel like I don't listen to a lot of talk radio.
Yeah.
But when I do lend the ear to whatever, I put my ear to the biased Celtic streets. Mm-hmm. The whole season, y'all have been blasting Joe
Mazzulla, yeah.
Y'all been killing him on talk radio. Y'all been killing him. I feel like as a fan base, y'all are just never happy. If you don't win a chip, you aren't happy.
That's just. I think you're right. I do think that's part of the mentality that we've had from being like spoiled historically, whether it's the Celtics forever, more recent, like since 2000, we've had We've had the Pats and the Red Sox be very successful since 2000 until now, and then sprinkle in a Celtics championship and a couple Bruins ones.
Yeah.
So there's definitely that, but at the same time, I think we were happy last year with Ime. We were all pretty confident.
Yeah, because he took y'all to the finals.
Not only just that, but I think he proved to be a very like competent coach. The gaps that we were seeing with we were happy with Brad Stevens, by the way, too.
Y'all were too. Yeah.
But like towards the end of Brad Stevens, I think
did you really think Carol Lawson had a chance to get the coaching job?
Who?
Yeah, okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's a woman.
The one who came from the Spurs?
That's Becky Hammond.
Sorry.
No.
Didn't she join the is she still with the Spurs?
She's with the Aces, head coach of the Aces. They won the chip last year.
Yeah, like
Shout out Asia, she from my hood. She from South Carolina.
I think the tough thing this year is like there would have been even more high expectations if Ime was still our coach. I think the thing with Mazzulla
it's chip or bust.
Yeah.
With Ime.
Now there's like the scapegoat, and I think that's what Joe is to a point. Is like, well, he's not the coach you ever wanted. He's done a fine job, but I think at the end of the day, if we lose in this postseason, I put it more on the players, and I think you start having to have the conversation about is it time to like break this up.
Do you?
Not the 2 stars. Like
Oh,
I
okay.
have confidence in JT and
I think y'all.
JB,
I think
but-
y'all love them boys too much to be able to say let's let go of Marcus.
So like I love Marcus, but at what point, they like he's like a do or die guy, right? So he has clutch moments, but at the same time he's the same guy who's going to lose you a game in there too.
Are you taking a
Hawks
package
series,
right
he lost
now?
a game.
Are you taking a package right now? Pause for Robert Williams, Derek White, Marcus Smart for Cat.
I hate Cat of all people. He has the same problems to me that these other guys do.
I'm asking.
I don't think so. No, because like, granted, Derek White, it's kind of like Derek White was a 6-man, and then Brogdon's obviously just a better 6-man. So
That's why I said that.
But-
I'm trying to think of a scenario where it works out probably salary wise, and for what I'll be willing to give up to get back for Cat.
my problem with Cat is more like, I think the Timberwolves look better in the playoffs without Cat. I think that
Because
Cat-
you can't run that stupid ass too big system that they want to run.
yeah, but he wants to play the Embiid game where he sits out on the fucking wing, and it's like, bro, you're near 7 feet tall, you're bigger than everybody on
Embiid
the
gets
court.
MVP now that he stopped shooting as many threes. You go back look at analytics. His threes are down this year. Been in the paint and in the short corner wing, crushing it.
But to a point, what
Elbow.
happens to his game in the playoffs too? Like, I mean, like he's not the same guy, and I don't know if that's injury.
He been getting
out of
shape.
We have the blueprint to
He be
take
getting
care
banged all season.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know.
He
I know, Dante. That was wild. I know. I was trying to get around it. Yes, no way.
we definitely have the formula at this point with Embiid, and it's
And
shown.
then y'all
that,
win the season series against them too.
yeah, and we beat him in the playoffs last year. Like
Yeah.
we beat them pretty consistently at this point because Al Horford, no matter how old he is the perfect antithesis to Joel Embiid.
That's a good word.
Because he pulls him out to the 3-point line.
you gotta respect it.
Yeah, every game he makes it a point, even if he misses the threes. You
I'm
know
shooting
he
it.
can
You gotta
hit him,
respect
and
it.
he's going to shoot him.
Shoot
so then he
that
makes
bitch.
he makes him guard him, pulls him out of the paint now,
Yeah.
which opens up the opportunities down there, and then you're stretching him the whole floor essentially, right?
Yeah.
You're seeing like the honestly, it comes down to like a game like tonight. Do you think that Harden can? You saw what happened the last time he dropped 50. The next game he was gassed, couldn't do it, right? So he has that fantastic game last game, but can he
Consistently
do
like
that
they used
again
to?
tonight? And then you go on the fact that it's a home game for the Celtics. I think it's pretty favorable to say that the Celtics should pull it off tonight. And if they don't, I'm really concerned.
Yeah.
Like if we don't win tonight, I assume we lose game 6.
Damn. Okay. I don't know if I'm willing to go that far, but
This is like, I mean, it's must win either way for these guys too. Because
game 5 is the swing game.
Yeah.
It's this is your swing game. Like you win game 5, you feel better out going into game 6.
the flip is, I think if the Celtics win tonight, I feel confident they can go into Philly and win.
Absolutely.
Game
You
6.
should have won game 4.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Both the games we lost, like, I mean, they've come down far more to the wire than the games we've won. And like that last game, it's like, yeah, like, granted, the Tatum thing probably was a little bit of a push off the 3.
A little?
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
All right.
But like, maybe
Homer.
do you think he's finally starting to get superstar calls?
No.
No.
I don't.
He probably should, though.
Nah.
What, do you have to win a championship first?
What the fuck have you done to get superstar calls?
That's like-
you know what? Because I'm sorry. You're right. Before you respond, because
Yeah.
I feel the same way about Ja Morant, and that's my guy. But he gets superstar calls.
Well, I was gonna say it's like even to a point, like Dame has won just as much as JT has. It won less.
Yeah, but Dame put up 71 of them things.
Yes, but like that's his claim to fame, right? Like it's the
His claim to fame is that
it's
he's
the
on a terrible team and he's a top.
he's a baller,
top
like,
10 player.
But my point being, like, there's a lot of people who get superstar calls that.
Yeah. You saying JT should get him? It's because he light skinned.
I think he's what, 5 years in the league now, 6 years in the league. He's been an all-star almost every single one. His second season in the league, he took his team to the Eastern Conference Finals, went 7 against LeBron, who was far more in his prime at that point. I just think he's now established himself in the Eastern Conference, at least, as a top 5 player.
Yeah.
In the playoffs right now, he's probably a top 5 player out of all the people left in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, probably 5.
So, when you look at who's in the playoffs right now, to say that he wouldn't be getting superstar calls is kind of crazy to me.
All right, right now, give me your finals prediction, bro. Finals.
The matchup?
Yeah. Let's advance this.
I think it's probably Celtics Lakers again, just because
Yeah.
I think LeBron is LeBron, and I think he can will a team to win. And if you get AD to play consistently, and when their role players play, they're a good team. I think the concern is like, is Rory Hachimura going to be showing up in the playoffs, deep into the playoffs for you? Lonnie Walker winning you a game isn't a reliable source of stuff. And then my other option would be the Nuggets.
I want that matchup, but then again, I don't. Because, like, the Kobe fan in me don't want to see LeBron get another one.
Yeah,
but
I don't want to see LeBron win ever. But
the Celtics hater in me don't want to see the Celtics get a chip.
Why are you a hater though? Like what is
there
to hate about the Celtics?
Why do I want to like them for?
What is there to hate about them?
What you mean?
I mean,
I don't, because I'm a Laker fan. I don't like them.
You've lived here for forever. The Lakers fan stuff is fake. It's not real. You like one guy.
Who?
Kobe.
Bro, I've been a Laker fan since Eddie Jones and Nick Van Exel. Boy, who you talking to?
Fake.
What?
Fake. It's like you wearing a Yankees hat right now.
First of all, people wear hats to match what they got on. Why you think I'm not like, oh my God, go Aaron Judge. Fuck him.
Just saying, bro.
Ain't no just saying. You know my team too. Stop playing with me.
You are kind of a front runner with the teams you support.
Who's another front running team? Green Bay is a front running team.
The player who is in Green Bay that you've been supporting.
He's a front runner.
I mean, he's been overhyped for the past 15 years, dude.
Clemson, football,
front runner. The better part of the past 10 years.
Better part of the past 10?
Yeah, granted, it's not like you're not following Alabama or LSU, I guess, but like the other team, like Clemson has been Clemson for 10 years now. No, this past year they were whack, but I didn't hear you talking about them. I don't think. Front runner,
see, maybe. The thing is, if they don't win a chip, it's not that I'm front running, but those teams have been good. Aaron Rodgers hasn't won a chip.
Oh yeah, he sucks. That's where I've questioned your fandom of them for a long time.
The Braves just won a chip.
Are you
Lenny?
Gonna show up
Lenny, the Braves just won a chip. After years.
When I talk about front running, I mean like they were the squad in the 90s.
And then nothing in the 2000s.
Yeah, no, like I mean,
like nothing.
And I didn't hear you talk about them none.
You didn't know me then, bruh. What the fuck you talking about?
I just hear you being real quiet about a lot of these players all of a sudden.
Like whom?
But you start chirping up when they start getting
like
good.
Whom?
You know,
like
Lakers,
whom?
The Lakers.
Like whom?
Lakers. I don't know you to be a Lakers fan.
Bro,
except for when
stop playing with me, bro. That's not real. That's not real. Don't do that.
All right. Moving on from the sports talk that nobody shows up here for, probably. The audience that we haven't created.
They were like, God, fucking sports, bro.
Yeah, like turn this shit off. Especially if your team's not in it, and I don't think the Nicaraguan basketball team's involved. So,
shout out to my Nicaraguan folks.
Yep,
gang,
our favorite fan base.
Dead ass. Shout y'all out. We coming to visit.
We're gonna move on to movies. We are gonna go into a Guardians review. I'm gonna put time codes down below. Of course, there will be spoilers. If you don't want to hear those, totally understand. Skip to the next section. But otherwise, let's Tostados.
Yeah. Oh, man. Zonte. Cheers to you, big dog.
Xanady Kane.
Mm-hmm. Beyonce.
It's like there's a moment for me where it's not that bad, and then it starts burning my tongue.
Yeah. You're a bitch, that's all.
You shouldn't say that word so lightly, dude. It'll hurt people's feelings.
I'm sorry. My fault. You're a bitch. It's all good.
Jesus.
Also, when you take a shot, do you hold it in your mouth first?
So here's the mistake. I want to just...
Yo.
Like, come on, yo.
What are we doing? Bro, what? You hold it in your mouth? You fucking sicko. You take the big swallow?
Remember when you went nut to butt the other night, Dante?
What?
Yo.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's a good turnaround. Nuts to butt is sick.
Hold on.
Oh,
for a second, I didn't even know what you were talking about. I didn't go nut to butt.
Nut to butt.
You went crazy.
I was a victim of it.
You were the nut. He was the butt.
I was a victim.
Yo, can you please tell the story, bro? I'm just here for commentary. It just blew my mind so much that occurred.
It was four of us in the world's smallest elevator. Like, what was with the size of that fucking elevator?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
It was a very, very tight squeeze in this elevator. And there was a moment where D was like, yo, you guys like a tip to tip.
Whoa, yes. But for purposes of this story, I need to paint the picture for y'all. The elevator is small, and Lenny is
Me and you were in the back of the elevator.
we were in the back of the elevator, but you were facing forward, and I had my back to the elevator, so I was looking at you.
Yeah.
Dante and another friend of ours were in the elevator, and they were looking at each other.
Like eye to eye.
Eye to eye. So it threw me off. It threw me off. I
For
didn't
reference
believe it.
of like distance, it was a small enough elevator that they both could have reached their arms forward and like and held each other.
Like he must have been like what 3 feet in front of me.
That's farther than I think.
That's what I'm about to say. That's
Yeah,
generous,
farther than I
honestly.
think. So D's like, yo, you guys are like touching tips in the front of the elevator. And so our other friend's solution, and he was buzzed at this point, was to just turn around and put his ass out to him.
He put his chest on the wall. I was so confused. Like, yo,
It's like he was going to get pat down.
you thought the better solution was to go nuts to butt? What?
And I swear Dante didn't
Dante didn't even move.
He didn't move.
Dante
He didn't. He was there for it.
Yo, what a wild night. Oh my
I
God.
just don't think there was any combination of ways I could have turned that would have made it better.
Oh, man. Bro, you could have did like what me and Liddy
You
did.
could have turned
coulda
towards the front of the elevator.
Yes. Oh my God,
Or like
bruh.
angle. I don't know, dude.
That's crazy.
Maybe
Nah,
put
that's
your
really-
hands in front of you.
You just was chilling, just nuts out, just tip to tip. All good.
You guys were
Oh,
crazy, man.
man,
Put a
you
couple
guys are
drinks
wild.
in these men, dude.
Speaking of a couple drinks, bro, hurricanes are your new thing.
Yeah.
That was a nasty drink, Lenny.
I didn't know.
Lenny, it came out with a sippy straw, like
Yeah.
like a crazy straw.
And you know what's nuts, dude? Is before you got there, I knew it was questionable, and everybody else there before you got there, they were all like, "Cool straw too, huh?" No, no, it's not.
That was literally the first thing I saw when I came to the table. I was like,
Dante, you
the
know what I'm
fuck kind
talking
of
about too,
girly-ass
right?
drink is this?
Because before you even showed up, I was like, damn, why does this have to come like this? Like, I don't want this fucking drink. And I took a sip and it was gross, but they were like, well, at least it's a cool straw. It's like, no, like, dude, this.
You paid for
Whole
that.
ass crazy straw. Watching a drink come up and swirl around.
And it was in a hurricane glass, which I didn't know was a thing. Like, props to them, because once I figured out the menu, they like listed what kind of glass that the drink came in, and like I could research before I ordered. And like, you still made fun of me for my other drink choice.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed the other one.
Yeah.
I think Fruit Boy Summer is going to be Frozen Fruit Boy Summer.
Fruit Boy Summer is back.
Oh, it's back.
Okay.
Okay.
It's back.
Fruit Boy Summer, for y'all don't know, is a couple years ago. Leonard started.
It was like fresh off the pandemic.
That's
As soon
what
as
it
bars-
was.
like, right as
It
soon as bars opened
was.
back up.
Yep. That's exactly what it was. Pandemic ended. Lenny went on a rampage and just started getting the fruitiest, girliest drinks he could, and it was coined the term Fruit Boy Summer. And that has now turned into like Fruit Boy Lifestyle, where he's just any girl drink he can find, he's ordering it, a la the hurricane. So the first thing I see with the crazy straw when I walk into this restaurant is Lenny sipping a hurricane. I was perplexed. I did not.
You also have to understand, though, people, that like it was a restaurant that I had nothing that I could order. Like, there was nothing I could do at that restaurant.
You could have ordered the tater tots.
No, bro, that looked disgusting.
You ain't even like it? That shit
No.
was fire.
So, to his defense, right, the tater tots were bomb.
Yeah.
But what I didn't realize is they actually had octopus on them, and he would have hated that.
Did they?
Yeah.
I ain't taste I ain't taste no octopus. I was
Yeah,
fucking-
dude, like there's just like, I don't like a million different things, like flavors and shit like that. And there was just stuff piled onto those tater tots.
Yeah, it was a party in your mouth.
Yeah, there was too much going on, bro. I'm good.
Yeah, definitely a pause for that.
So yeah, there was like, and I told Dante, like they were like, yeah, they like have burgers. They're like the smash burgers, so they're really good. But like, in order for me to order that burger, I would have had to have like got it basically plain, and I just don't want to do that.
Yeah,
so,
for $20.
yeah, that too, right?
Yeah.
So, I just drank fruity drinks.
Yeah. Also, from that night, I learned something else. That night was a big learning experience for me. What I also learned was our esteemed co-host and fire engineer Dante, he actually has a promise ring chain.
Yeah, stop playing. Can you stop?
Are you still wearing that?
Bro.
Dante has a promise ring chain, and I was like, bro, this is crazy. I've never seen a dude with a promise ring as a chain.
It's not what it is, though.
When your voice goes up that high, I think you're probably...
Oh, my God.
He wears the promise ring on his chain.
Yeah.
You keep saying it's not what it is, too, but to this moment, he has not given an actual defense
Bro.
to what it is.
There is no defense. It was just a pendant I saw. I thought it looked cool. I bought it.
So buying a promise ring for yourself is sick, too.
It's not a promise ring.
Like, what's it a promise
Yes,
of? If you bought it for yourself.
Promise to live my life. Promise to be better than yesterday. Motherfucker.
I'll be a better man from here on out.
Oh,
Hey, Dante, that's a wild chain, bro. That's a wild chain. Hey, pull it up so the people can see it.
Yeah,
Show the
we
people.
know you're wearing it.
I know it's on Show the People, Show the Kids.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey.
Oh, and the Jesus piece?
It's not a Jesus piece. Do you think
We got the promise ring on the Jesus piece. Let him know.
He's a
I'm
born
with God
again.
first.
He's born again, dude. Born again, bro.
Oh,
They told him he could get his virginity back.
yo, y'all are sick.
Oh my God. Bro, putting the Jesus piece, putting the ring on the Jesus piece, double pendant up is crazy.
And then I don't look. We're just gonna go too far here.
Yeah.
We just keep going because
Just
I was gonna
stop.
bring up
Just
the
stop.
earrings next, but
Oh man,
Oh,
hey, Dante's on a whole new swag.
he has been, dude. He
No,
did
trust
that,
me, I've
like,
been noticing.
He did that so quietly, like he was never a chain guy the whole time, and all of a sudden he's got
Are
like
you kidding
flashy
me? I've
earrings.
always worn a chain.
No, you okay? So let me take that back. You weren't a pendant guy.
Fair.
You were never a pendant guy. You always wore the same gold chain, like every day.
It was a little choker chain.
Yeah, exactly.
Like my
Which
grandmama
is
gave me a
crazy
chain,
too.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
choker.
yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
like what are we doing?
It wasn't a choker chain, no.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
it's
is-
close.
You grew into
It's a pretty
it.
small
It became a
chain.
choker.
Yeah, it's pretty small. That's all. For a guy of your stature, that was a choker chain. It's all good though. But
you
anyways,
became a pendant guy.
Whatever. Let's just keep this moving.
You became a pendant guy.
you went full Death Row Suge long chain. Like you went all in. You went from choker to rapper chain, bro. With the promise ring? Oh, this guy is a fucking
Crazy,
savage.
dude. You are crazy.
Oh shit.
man.
Yo, that was a night of learning. Who knew that these guys were gonna act up like this? Y'all don't understand when you see pour it up, bro. When you see Leonard in the streets or you see Dante in the streets, you just never know what you're gonna get. And I'm thankful for that. Because I get to write it down and come in and make jokes on it. So, who knew?
So you made a whole joke about me. What's different with Lenny in the streets?
No, you never know what fruit boy drink he's gonna order.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say, like with me, it's more
Walking
like
into a bar and seeing a grown man with a crazy straw is nuts. With the cherry and the swirly drink.
I
it's
also
crazy.
like create a whole bunch of issues for myself. Like, let's be completely honest. Like, it's either the shit I say or ordering drinks like that. Like, I'm gonna find something.
You was wilding that night.
It's just crazy that you're still surprised by this at this point.
No.
I am. Just because I think I know where his line always is.
No.
And then every
No.
time he surpasses it.
The problem is you think there's a line.
No.
I do. Every
No.
time I'm like, he's wild. He won't say that.
Anything for the sake of laughs, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
The rules I live by.
Oh man, you're a savage.
There is no line as long as it's funny.
bro.
All right, so Guardians.
Yeah,
I
man.
want to start with Dante because in chronological order, you were the most recent person to see it.
Yeah.
So fresh off of the movie today, what was your experience like?
It was definitely a roller coaster of emotions and overall a really good, feel-good movie.
Have you, because you don't see movies, have you seen Guardians 1 and 2?
We get into this every time. Yes, I have seen them. Do I remember them? No.
So you didn't see him. That's okay.
Like, when do you stop remembering things?
Like, I probably won't remember 90% of Guardians 3 by the end of the month.
Really quickly, can you tell me, tell me one thing you remember from Guardians 1?
Nothing. I remember the helmet.
It's like not. I don't remember the music. I don't remember anything else. I just remember the helmet.
No, the soundtrack was fire. You're right.
Okay. Guardians 2.
I don't even remember what the plot of that one was.
That one was weak, but you should know something from it.
That's when we got Big Group, right?
Bro, why you?
No, actually.
That's
Oh, damn.
not at all.
Actually not.
Damn.
No. He was Big Groot in the first one.
Yeah,
Baby
little
in the
Groot.
second
Yeah.
one.
Oh, damn.
Hey, bro, you gotta take the Jesus Peace chain off now in the promise ring. Cause what are you promising to? Cause it ain't movies. It ain't remembering.
The promise ring, so you gonna stop calling?
Did you promise to get a better memory? Like what? What the
You
fuck
don't
is going
even
on?
smoke, dude. Like,
What
why
the
don't you
fuck,
remember
bruh?
things?
Yo, bro, it affects everybody differently. All right. At one point, I did smoke very regularly, and apparently, it had long-term effects on my memory.
Oh shit! You can be on the commercial.
Yeah, be above the influence. I'm all deflated right now, yo.
This is a Dare commercial.
Hi, I'm Dante from Dare. Did you smoke as a child?
Once I found Jesus, this is his piece.
I promised myself I would take steps every day to work on my memory and spread the message.
I wish that you did more homework too, because you don't. I know. Like I feel like, do you ever think about when you go see movies that that are a sequel of like watching the originals first?
That thought
That's
never
so much
crossed my
time
mind.
invested.
Yeah.
I don't. Nah.
I mean, to watch Guardians 1, I think you need like 2 hours max, and it's like, what are you doing?
Bro, don't you got the DVD player in the Honda?
Bro, stop playing this DVD player.
You don't got the pop out screen on the Honda?
You don't have like the trunk souped up?
Come on.
Your screens don't pop out. You don't got the fold down screen.
Yeah,
You can
this is
throw
what
it.
we're
You
doing
can
right
throw
now?
it on in there.
This is what we're doing right now.
All right, so you thought it was an emotional roller coaster. You enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You didn't know any of the characters though, because you don't remember any of the other movies.
I know who the characters are, and I like pick up bits and pieces of it as I go through.
Like, were you confused by Gamora?
Nah.
Okay.
I remember they were together.
You remember more than her. Good job.
Do you remember that she wasn't like her anymore?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't remember the whole story behind that or how that happened. Yeah.
Yeah. D, how'd you feel?
I actually do agree with Dante on that part, though. It was astute analysis. It was a roller coaster of emotions. I've shamelessly told you, a young thug.
I wasn't gonna tell anybody.
I'm a real one. A young thug almost cried.
Almost.
Almost. The dude beside me was crying though.
Deadass?
Yeah, the dude beside me was crying.
Was Lenny the dude beside you?
That's a good one. Nah, I went by myself.
You went by yourself and you found there was another guy who ends up there crying.
Lenny, that's a whole other conversation that I didn't tell you. But I was so mad when I bought the ticket. I bought the ticket with 2 open seats, and I bought the one right beside the aisle on purpose. I'm like, nobody will fucking sit here, right?
Yeah.
Coach, yes. I came in as a president. What the fuck you doing? It's mad open seats in here. You picked the one that was right beside me, bro. Oh man. Anyways, it's almost like the stall thing. Like when a dude goes, it felt like that.
When somebody takes the middle urinal, when
Yes.
like there's a space in between us.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I could write a whole thing about the people that have sat next to me when I go to the movies by myself that have just like,
I knew we were gonna get into this,
dude. All right, there's one in my mind that's the worst one ever, but the close second for me was the dude who came in and ate a whole Chipotle fucking burrito bowl next to me.
I think I know which one was number one too.
Yeah, the movie Hustlers was number one, dude.
Yeah.
Now, I've never been in a worse circumstance than
I was so
than
tight,
seeing
bro.
the J-Lo stripper movie with this guy sitting next to me in the seat.
Chomping on his fucking Chipotle.
Well, no, that was a different guy. That was a different movie. The J-Lo one was like the guy couldn't find his seat. It was just like older, creepy dude who shouldn't be seeing the movie by himself anyways. And
he probably said the same thing about you.
well, maybe. But if you then see what how it progresses for me, he's like looking for his chair, and I'm like, hey man, like it's fine. You can just like sit down. Like I'm not gonna be a dickhead. He couldn't find his fucking chair. So I let him sit down, or I let him stay because I think he was there. He sat in the wrong seat, if I remember. This was a couple years ago now, but he sat in the wrong seat. So I went and sat in another chair, like a couple seats down, because there was nobody there. somebody ends up showing up and they're like, hey, this is my seat. I'm like, well, whatever. I have to go back over to my seat. So I go and I'm like, hey, man, like, you're in my seat. Like, I go to sit down. And it's one of the little couple chairs or whatever. And he gets up. The movie's already starting. And he's, like, just fucking lost. Can't find the shit anywhere. I'm like, hey, man, there's another chair. Like, it's fine. You can sit down. But the movie is about J-Lo stripping. And she's, like, naked from the first second of the movie on. And he's, like, he's getting into it over there. He's like very entertained by this fucking movie. And I'm
Is
just
he making sounds?
Like, oh, yeah. Yeah, just yeah. And he's like grunting. Like, it was just like the worst circumstance you could imagine yourself in.
That's nasty work.
It was 12:30 in the afternoon.
Oh, that's nasty work. That's nasty work.
It's 12:30 in the afternoon. I'm watching J-Lo get her stripper on, robbing dudes and drugging them, based on Cardi B, right? That's what that movie's based on.
That's wild. Don't do that.
You know what I'm saying, though.
Come on, don't do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's wild. Don't do that.
That's what the movie's based on.
Nah, don't do that.
That's what the movie's based on.
It's not based on Cardi B.
It's based on Cardi B.
Shut up.
I'm pretty sure she's in it, too.
Shut up, Phil. I'm not doing that.
The story she told the story about drugging dudes and robbing them. And then all of a sudden a movie came out about that.
Why you think Cardi B is the only stripper to ever drug?
She's the one who popularized it by telling the world the secret.
That's not true.
All right, bro. Why are you capping right now?
I'm not.
Or caping, sorry.
Caping or capping?
Caping.
I'm not caping for Cardi B. I'm just telling you that's not the first time I'd ever heard a story of a stripper drugging somebody and robbing.
I'm talking about she brought it to the white audience.
Say that then.
No,
say that then. Because of what you're saying, I absolutely disagree with you. She brought it to the white audience, sure.
And then all of a sudden the white people made a movie about it.
Shocker. Shocker, Lenny. Then you want to paint me to be the one who always have to say some wild shit about white people.
Well, yeah, I'll go out on the limb when I have to, though, right?
All right, man, look. Anyways, so dude is crying next to me.
Grown-ass man.
Grown-ass man.
Crying. Was he by himself, too?
Yes, he was. He had to be. He
How
was in
many
the aisle
seats?
seat.
So he sat in the seat directly next to you?
Yeah.
And how many? Did he have empty seats next to him?
No, he's in the aisle.
Okay.
Aisle, me, open seat. Couple, dude and
What
girl.
time did you see the theater? Did you see the movie?
12:30, 2 o'clock.
In like the afternoon?
Yeah, I saw the
Was
afternoon.
it how full?
No, decent.
Okay. Dante, was there a decent amount of people at your theater today?
I'd say it was about somewhere 50 to 60% full.
And you saw the 12:30 or
145.
145?
Yeah, that's the one I saw on TV. Let's get into it though. Let's peel some layers back.
Yes, 20 minutes without talking about it.
Yeah, sorry, jeez. Movie was great, man. What a way to end the trilogy. Enough of a closing of a storyline arcs, but also enough space to continue it going if they want to. I absolutely love this movie, bro. It was a solid movie. It touched every part of a movie, and honestly, too, I'm gonna go as far as to say, I don't think a Marvel movie has been this good since Endgame.
That seems like the general consensus. The only movie I bring up is No Way Home, being very, very popular and also pulling on the heartstrings a bit, I think, as well for people. Yeah. I would say those are the two most obvious competitors. And I don't know if that goes to say how good this movie is or if it goes to more tell you where Marvel is right now.
I think it's more so on the how good this movie is.
I do think, though, Marvel has felt like a largely directionless ship through most of this phase. Like, I think it's been really hard to tell where we're going because we still feel very far off from any presentation of a bigger bad.
You're living, I'm sorry to cut you off. I think you're being a prisoner of the moment. Okay. And I'll tell you why. It's because if you just left the climax of phase 1. So if you go back to how you were thinking on the first couple movies from Marvel, that's not how you felt by 10 years in.
Well, we didn't know the vision in the first couple movies from Marvel, I think, is the difference. Vision.
Good one. Double entendre, don't ask me how.
The difference is we were along for the ride when the 3 Iron Mans were coming out, right? When Thor 1 and 2 were coming out. We were still critical of those movies. Thor 2 is still considered to be one of the worst Marvel movies.
Easily.
Iron Man 3 is considered to be a bad movie, right?
Easily.
Like, so I think we were still critical along the way, but we didn't know what they could be. Now that we've seen the whole picture, you're waiting for your next build to where we're going. And I think you're 6, 7 movies in, and also on top of that, you didn't have TV shows adding to things at the same time when those movies were coming out. So you're 4 more TV shows in, you're fucking 5 more movies in, and you haven't progressed along anything. And the one movie that did kind of progress it along by introducing Kang,
Your next
right?
big bad, yeah.
People don't like. They don't like that movie.
Yeah.
Right? For the most part, nobody has anything super positive to say about Ant-Man.
Yeah.
I thought it was a fine movie.
I thought it was a fine movie as well.
But it's generally Jonathan Majors is the positive that people have from that movie, right?
Yeah.
So that's where I understand what you're saying, but it is like none of these movies have had a cohesion to them. Mm-hmm. And then even the stuff that's on the horizon.
Well, none of Marvel stuff in the first phase in the beginning was cohesive. It was pieced together after you knew what was coming at the end.
I'm pretty sure you were getting post credits that were leading to the next movie in every Iron Man movie and every Captain America movie. They were hinting towards the future. You might not have seen Thanos originally, but you did get Thanos, a sprinkle in of Thanos that let you knew, like I think at the end of Guardians 1 maybe? Or something like that was where you got like I forget which movie it was, but Thanos was like in the end of that. Like,
yeah, Guardians didn't come till like
I've already pointed out that you have to see, they had to know how successful. I don't think it's fair to go back to 2008 and compare that to this.
Why not?
Because nobody even knew what it was. There had been no popular superhero movies outside of two specific ones, Spider-Man and Batman.
I think they're following the exact same makeup that they did. It sucks because within that same makeup, you're wasting at bats.
I still can't agree because I look and I say to myself, like, Iron Man 1 is if you want to go all the way back there, better than what you've gotten here. Not in this movie, but like
Iron Man. People put Iron Man 1 as a tier 1.
I'm just saying
movie.
to like what you're saying. It's like those movies were recreating the wheel. They created the wheel.
All right,
that's the difference now. It's not our. It's like they've created their own monster at this point. They're 30 movies in. You can't go and compare it to movie 1 because we have 30 other movies that have gotten us here. You can't go back and compare it to the first 10.
So you're basically saying Marvel they're competing against themselves.
Yes.
And because they aren't at the level of where they were in the beginning, it's their own fault, and now this is what's happening. They're suffering because of it.
I mean, you could say that about like fucking any boxer. You know, like you could say it about fighters. You could say it about any profession.
It's funny to hear you say that, Lenny, because I feel like, especially you, have been one of the biggest people that actually make me change my mind on that and say, you need to you need to look at each Marvel movie as a singular movie.
But there's two different conversations
not as
there,
cohesiveness into the bigger storyline plot. So if you ask me, what you just said was, is this a view on Marvel, where they are right now, or do I need to view this as just a top tier movie that came out?
Well, I think you have to have both conversations this far in, right?
If it's either or, I'm telling you, it's just a good movie.
I don't think it is either or, because I think you can look at each movie individually and appreciate them, right? Like, I like Captain Marvel. But in the grand scheme of things, I understand that Captain Marvel's ranked very low in terms of quality of Marvel movies, right? I have no real issue with Ant-Man. I don't think it's a movie I'm going to go back and rewatch a ton of times. I could say the same thing about Doctor Strange, right? Like, I, for the most part, really enjoyed that movie.
Yeah.
But is that a movie that's got a ton of rewatchability? No. But
Guardians
you have to see where they fit into the scope at the same time of what
which you don't know yet. Which you don't know yet. That's what I'm saying. So you got to add a little, give it a little, grace is, I guess, what I'm saying.
What you do know is the director of this movie isn't involved anymore.
Hurts.
A decent portion of the cast is saying they're done. Mm-hmm. Right? So you do know that much to know, like, what are the real, even though this movie's great, what are the real implications of this movie going forward?
Finality.
To this arc. That's it.
To this arc.
So to that arc, So again, it's another movie that they've come out with since Endgame that has not advanced us at all.
Post credits don't advance us.
No, none of it did.
Post credits don't advance us.
I'm not trying to hate. Like, I liked this movie a lot.
Oh no, I do.
As an individual movie, as the 3-movie arc, if we're just looking at the Guardian stuff, it's great. I was going to say, I think it's going to make you appreciate the second one more, which I don't really like at all. But I think when you watch them as a 3-part now, you're probably going to appreciate the second one more. I think they also rehabbed Star-Lord. I think Peter Quill looked kind of fucking shitty when they lumped him in, like the way they wrote him into Endgame and stuff. He looked kind of stupid at times. He didn't look stupid in this movie, right? Like he was popping off plans left and right when he was drunk, and when it was time to be the guy because something was happening to Rocket, or when Adam Warlock showing up, he's fucking locked into gear and he's going after shit. You know what I mean? Like I think they rehabbed his image quite a bit. I don't know. I think that this movie did a lot of really, really positive things, both in the arc of those 3 movies as well as just being a standalone film. But I think there is still a comment to be made about like where Marvel is right now.
Right. So, as a pet owner yourself, pet owner myself, it really, really touched my heartstrings. I want to tell you, I want to sidetrack from that because I wanted to put you in that headspace first. If Dante was Rocket and you were Peter, would you go through everything to make sure Dante made it? Being a pet owner yourself, and that's your best friend. Bailey, your best friend. Would you do the same thing if it was Dante and Dante was Rocket?
So I'm the pet?
Yeah.
You definitely Rocket. The fuck? Who you thought you was?
So hold on, why are you saying Rocket to pet first off?
They make him. That's like the Renjo. He's a pet. He's not a pet. He's a raccoon. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't.
I knew that was coming, and that's why I hated you ask that question.
Yeah, it was like you put me in an impossible place.
What a dick.
You put me in an impossible place.
Why
There's no
you-
way
how
I
you
could
really
answer
feel?
that question.
Yeah, why you do that, bro?
There's not a good way I could answer that question. Other than just be honest.
That's why we're here.
Well, okay. No, if you were dying, that's a little different. Like if you were about to die, I'd say I'd feel a little more obligated. But if it was just like you were kind of hurt, maimed, nah.
He said hurt, named. Nah, yeah.
Yeah,
you
you'll
got
be
maimed a
you'll
little
be
bit,
good.
whatever.
That's it.
You're fine. You can be all right.
Yeah. Nah, man. I love it. I love it. It was a solid movie. I would watch it again. When it comes to Disney Plus, I'm going to watch it again.
Shot out there.
It's going to take shot o'clock. Shot o'clock, shot o'clock, shot o'clock.
Cheers, my boys.
Yes, sir.
I saw that face. How do you guys feel? Dante, I'll start with you. Not that you remember it, but like, how do you feel about where the team ends up in this? Like, do you feel the family feeling come through?
As far as the former team or the new team?
The former.
I mean, I feel like they all kind of rode out for each other, and this was another big developmental like bonding experience that just furthers their values for each other.
Did he read that somewhere?
Sounds rehearsed.
Yeah, like, man.
Why? Because
You just said words that people hear. Oh,
Articulate and shit.
yeah. Yeah, I think that's what one of the things I was most impressed here by is like, I don't know if like, because I didn't watch the trailers for this movie or anything. I had an idea what was going to happen because I had seen a couple things along the way that people talking about it.
Yeah.
But I think that's the most impressive thing coming away from the whole 3-movie arc is watching the collective group, like that group grow tighter and tighter through the movies to the point where this movie pays off so well because of those relationships. And because of a character like Nebula. You know,
sure.
like suddenly, you know, you're already seeing the way she feels, like even her relationship with Gamora, what she's willing to do for Rocket, how she is towards Peter. And then by the end of the movie, her feeling differently about Drax. Mm-hmm. You know, like I just think that like a character like hers growth, it says a lot to James Gunn's like directing too.
I loved how I feel like everybody's story got some shine in this. Yeah. Everybody's story got a little bit of shine.
Even them earning back like they had one movie to get back Gamora and Peter. And I think from start to finish of this, you get that they're not back together or anything, but you see this growth in their relationship again to where it's not the same Gamora, but it's like you could see where they could end up in the same spot that they were before. You know, there's just this natural chemistry between them. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I think that's what carried this movie to a different level. I think having a great bad guy was a big part of it. And, you know, like, did you use the easy route maybe by having him kill animals and stuff? Like, I think that usually just makes you a good bad guy because people don't want to see that. I'm sure that's why most people got emotional. I'm actually surprised to hear how emotional people got watching this because I genuinely I'm normally pretty easy to get on movies. It didn't really do that to me.
Shitting me. I know a couple people who I've spoken to who had shared that same sentiment, bro. This one was a.
Yeah, I
told you it made a young thug almost. It almost got me, bro.
One of the last things.
Pulled that thug tear right on up.
So before I ask this, how did you guys feel? Because Dante brought up the new team. Do you think it's going to be hard to get people invested in that team?
Yes.
I don't know how they do it because you can't do like a movie.
You
with
can't.
Those
you
characters.
gotta. It's show. It's
right?
show.
I think I could get into a TV show.
I can get into a show. I don't want to watch a movie of them though. I'm good. It's funny you say that, right? But then like we break it down. If it's like, oh no, Disney's just 30 minutes, right? They don't do hours.
They can do hours. Like
they do an hour.
Yeah, I mean, I think Loki was an hour.
Deservingly.
Yeah.
So you gonna give me 10 episodes or 8?
Probably 8.
8, right? That's 8 hours.
Probably
regular movie. I mean, agreeing bigger budgets and all that shit like that, but like I don't want to. I'm not invested in them enough for a movie. I'm good. I love Rocket as a lead, great lead a team. I'm all behind it. Rocket is absolutely gonna be the one to carry the show.
I was gonna say props to Bradley Cooper for making like. It's not easy to like. I mean, a lot of people sign up for animated roles and things like that, but for one, you kind of get lost in the fact that you don't even know it's him. Like it's not Bradley Cooper that you're watching. It's Rocket Raccoon, which I think is more of a testament to how good he is. In that role. And then you see him. I've seen clips of him acting out parts of the movie while they were recording it, and it just impresses me so much. The acting ability to like emphasize words the right way and like vocal inflections and like that's gotta. It's one of the more impressive performances in the whole movie. To me.
You're nerding out right now, and I like that.
Yeah, but it's like that's one of the appreciations I think that you have to have for what they do here because like it is a largely while the action's great and the set pieces are really visually strong. At the end of the day, like what we're talking about is the characters themselves are what's driven Guardians to be better than it should have been because people didn't see.
You had no expectations. This movie came in Guardians 1.
Yeah,
no expectations out the water.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
To a point, like I don't know exactly where Chris Pratt was in his rise to fame, but like I don't think he was. He
wasn't front row at the Laker games.
Yeah, like
he wasn't there.
It was off of this franchise that he gets all the opportunities that he gets. Right.
I'm scrolling IG and they talking about
Parks and Rec guy, right?
Huh? Parks and Rec guy.
Yeah, yeah. They talking about they do Celebrity Row. Who's there? Chris Pratt. Like, oh, this motherfucker.
Even seeing like a guy like Dave Bautista who wants to pull back, he doesn't want to do this anymore, right? Which kind of disappoints me a little bit. I did see an interview, and I know how grateful he is to the franchise because at the end of the day,
that's what gave him his claim to fame.
Yeah, and it gets him to do the roles that he wants to do because he is a person who wants to do more serious roles. He doesn't really want like to be the action movie guy or the joke around guy. He more wants to do serious roles. And if you look at a large portion of what he's chosen throughout his acting career, that's what he's largely done. But this movie will always stand out. Like he's not just a dumb guy. Like even in this movie again, like I think this is the culmination of a lot of those arcs. And this is the first movie where you get this like emotional side of his character. And I think he did a great job.
I still think he's a dumb guy. He had a good moment though.
Yeah, I mean, they did a good way of like letting him still be the dumb guy because that's who his character is, but also still adding value to him.
Yes, that's exactly. More so. I still think he's a dumb guy. It's just a valuable dumb.
But
guy.
that's making your characters multidimensional, and
For
I think
sure.
that's like one of the. I'm not like a huge James Gunn guy, but granted, like there are like I guess he's done a lot of stuff I like more now that I think of it. But
I'm really disappointed in you, Leonard.
Why?
I'm really disappointed in you, bro.
What'd I do?
For as big a stand as you are for this person's on the table, you haven't brought up your boy. And that's disappointing. Because he got a speaking part.
He said like real words.
And that's your boy. And you haven't brought that up yet. I was giving you enough rope to see how far you're going to go. You bigging up Batista. You talking about Chris Pratt. You go Gamora, Nebula. You got you naming off people, actresses' names I don't know.
The thing is, the same way we say, like Bradley Cooper has been so amazing as Rocket, and like you kind of get lost in it. Is there anything truthfully like that's like super amazing about Groot? Like he's a good character. I don't
No,
but
there's
like,
not.
He's
I
just
was being facetious.
Yeah, no, and honestly, for Fast and the Furious, like this was my guy. Him.
It's really him. It's Matt.
Matt.
This is my guy.
It's Matt. That's your guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I like not to say there's anything like I liked Groot in this movie.
Oh, that's supposed to be Paul Walker?
That is Paul Walker. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This whole time I never knew who
Brian
that was.
O'Connor was my favorite Fast and the Furious character.
This isn't a stumble upon thing, but that's so crazy. This entire time I never knew who that white dude was over here.
Paul Walker, Vin Diesel.
Dante, don't laugh. I literally just was like, wow, it just came in a 2-pack out there. Huh? I don't know who this other white dude is.
D, I'm not gonna let you die on that hill alone. I didn't know until this moment either.
Who the fuck did you guys think that
I
was?
don't know who the fuck this white dude was. You know what I'm about to say.
I don't know enough that I'm just okay with not knowing.
He white, he Ben Affleck.
Dante, you say like the only movies you like are the racing ones, and he was the racing guy pretty much.
Come on, man. Tokyo Drift
He was the one
top 5 dead or
He's eating
alive.
the tuna sandwiches.
Bro, you know, if you look at that, you don't know that that's Paul Walker.
Like, when did he wear a tactical vest?
It's Paul Walker from like the 5th movie. That's the
Man, what the fuck?
Fast Five when they're doing the
yo,
military deal.
You got him looking all buff and shit. He wasn't buff,
Bro.
Like, come on,
That's more like the
that doesn't really carry his likeness.
It does. Yo, I was so like, what the, who the, I've never known who this white dude was.
Yeah, I mean,
and I
that's
just
more
never cared to ask.
the action figure itself. Shout out, Hey Archer. He's the one who hooked me up with those.
Shout out, Hey Archer. That's my guy.
Shout out.
Yeah, like I mean, I think it's pretty obvious who it is, but
Okay.
Regardless,
Neither here nor there. Sorry.
yeah, I like Groot was definitely not the one that stood out for me as far as looking at the new crop of like
Guardians.
characters. It's gonna be fun. Adam Warlock, I thought, was like a real standout, even though he had a minimal role throughout the movie. First of all, his introduction was pretty badass.
If
like,
you know
Yeah.
who Adam Warlock is,
yeah,
then
he's
you
the
know.
guy. He's the guy.
And I am interested to see what they do with that.
Did you like his introduction? Like the first initial one, he was kind of the bad guy in this.
Gang.
Yeah, like he came through
in
just
hot.
fucking people.
Yeah,
up.
what's good? I'm
Yeah.
out here.
So I really enjoyed that, and then I liked the arc of like getting to where he was at the end of the movie, and like that moment of like, wait, you saved me and you didn't have to, and it's like, yeah, dude, like,
Yeah.
you're not a bad person, like you just
Make
kind of
some bad
sucked
choices.
for a minute. Like,
Yeah. I mean, honestly, you know me. I like the worst of the worst in the movie, and I get it because it was both ways. It did eventually bring it back to the side, but I wouldn't have been mad if Chris Pratt died.
Well, and I took this from somebody else, but like they were talking about like they kind of two things. They've earned the fact that you could have questioned Chris Pratt dying or Rocket dying because the fact that they have had Gamora die, they had like Peter's mom die really early in the second movie. Like they've shown characters that have died in these movies. But I think they got away with it by having the 3 animals that Rocket was with be the ones that kind of
Those are the ones who caught the L.
yeah, and they were emotional enough that they were able to keep the main characters intact.
Yeah.
And I think at the end of the day, like of all the characters to bring back, like Peter makes the most sense, right? As far as like being an important part of
Oh yeah, no, I get
the
it.
story.
I wouldn't have been mad if he passed.
I did think for a moment though, like they had me buying that he might be dead because I honestly don't like get how your face gets all blown up and swollen like that and it goes back to normal. So I would have been like killed.
I would imagine that's exactly what happens in space, bro.
Yeah.
You get out there and it's instant death. It's not like you get to be brought back and like, oh, you resuscitate, bro. It's instant frostbite. Like you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nah.
And if like I look like that, it's just like kill me. Like that he looked like like that dude in the Cher movie.
You ever seen the
know,
Martin
with
episode?
with
You ever seen the Martin
elephantitis?
episode where he got beat up?
No.
You seen that episode, Dante?
You know he hasn't.
Yeah, I'm sorry. All right.
You
Well, the folks
damn
who
right
have,
he hasn't.
y'all will think this funny. The episode where Martin got beat up and he had all the lumps and shit on his face.
So
If
I
you've
was
seen-
laughing because you said Martin, and I immediately thought Martin Lawrence in National Security.
That's what dead ass Dante. That's what
Yeah.
I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Was Martin Lawrence in National Security?
That's why
when
I
he gets
started
stung by the
laughing.
bee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the first one that popped into my head.
Same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's what I wanted to move into here, thumbs up on the movie. Really quick, actually, 2 things. Can you get box office up really quick, Dante? And I want to share with everybody my updated movie rankings. I am going to actually I'm going to save that to the end because for what I've watched, I want to bring up a movie I saw while we've been on. We went on like a little quick like 2.5 week break or so here.
I haven't seen Shazam. I saw John Wick.
Mm-hmm.
What else is on the list?
So at the end, when we wrap up what we've been watching or what we're
Okay.
gonna watch, let's throw
Yeah.
those recommendations in real quick.
For sure.
But so Dante, this is the first movie to surpass Mario at the box office. So Chris Pratt beat Chris Pratt at the box office this week. Huge year for him, huh?
Yeah.
Talk about it. Wahoo!
How much money we at?
118 million in opening weekend.
Pretty fucking good.
Pretty good.
I think it was tracking originally at like 125, so it ended right around where they thought it was going to be at. It is going to be a success no matter what. It's a Marvel movie, but I think this is going to have legs because I think this is a movie that everybody's left pretty positive on.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say I've heard anybody with a negative review on this movie yet.
Not yet. No, me neither.
No. So, how much is Mario still making? I know it surpassed $1 billion worldwide.
Yeah, it's at 1.1 billion worldwide.
Is it still number 2 in the box office?
Yes. It did 18.5 million this past weekend.
I mean, that's still pretty fucking
Mario
good.
is still out here cooking,
Yeah,
boy.
it's a wagon, bro. Good for them. All right, so cool. That's really good to hear. I mean, the movie theaters are somewhat alive, and with that being said, I want to bridge into a quick little preview of the movies for the rest of the summer. So Dante has a list up from Rotten Tomatoes that has everything that's going to be coming out from May on, and we're not going to really dwell on anything. We're just going to kind of give a looking forward to it, not looking forward to it. Maybe if you have a quick thought on it, we have a quick thought on it.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments what you thought about Guardians. First of all, obviously thumbs up, thumbs down, and then as we go through these movies, which ones are you looking forward to for the summer?
I got a question. Sorry before you start to cut you off. We haven't done this in a really long time. So I want to bring it back. I want to throw it old school for a quick second and we can go right into this. I don't even want to stay on this long.
Hit me.
Taste test. What you got for Guardians 3?
I mean, big thumbs up on the taste test.
Steak?
Oh, I don't remember the scale anymore because it's been so long. What was under steak? Was it like...
I think it was
Cake. Steak, cake, bologna sandwich, chips,
meatloaf.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to put it in what, like, I would
And
have to say
don't be a prisoner of the moment.
It's cake.
It's cake.
It's cake. And I say that because I know where I have it ranked on my letterbox and like what star rating I gave it. So cake.
I think it's cake too. It's a nice piece of red velvet cake, glass of chocolate milk, but it absolutely has potential
To be some steak.
to be a piece of porterhouse steak. It got that type of potential. I could see me going back to visit this in a month and being like, damn, I almost cried again.
Yeah,
This shit is a piece of
it's
steak.
It's emotional, it's funny, and it has good action. It hits everything you could really want it to hit.
I just wanted to see where you was at with it, big dog.
Cake.
Cake.
All right, Tante, what we got?
So
obviously
as
we don't
just
got to
been
do
talking
Guardians.
about Guardians, you
Yeah.
know.
What that?
And then we got Love Again, also.
A rom-com? That's right
Yeah.
up Leonard's cat.
Who's in it?
We got
What it is? That's your boy, right?
Priyanka Chopra Jonas,
Okay, that's John Cena's wife.
Sam Hogan.
No idea who that is.
Who is that? That's not
And
that's
Celine
not your boy
Dion.
from Deadpool.
No, that's not Ryan Reynolds.
Oh,
Nah.
I could. They look like that's who
It's a chick flick, so that's definitely it's going to be on the watch list for me.
Yeah.
We're not watching whatever this is. This is the
Book Club, the next
Book Club.
chapter.
Yeah, no, we ain't watching
Moving
that.
on.
Race for
Racers.
Brady too?
It's an animated film.
Nope.
Nope.
Blackberry.
Okay, tell me more.
Who we got?
Let me know.
Jay
It's about the
Baruchel.
cell phone. It's about the cell phone, not about the.
Imagine.
I wanted to see what BlackBerry was hitting on, boy.
Oh, it actually is about the phone. That's crazy.
Thumbs down.
Yeah, off of you being so excited about it. Thumbs down. We straight. Nah, for real.
Did
What's
you actually
BlackBerry
know it was
about?
about the
No, yeah,
phone?
what's about?
I felt like it had to have been. Yeah.
Let me guess. Some kids start bullying some other kids off of BlackBerry. Like, what's this shit about?
Oh, it's just based on a nonfiction book about the rise and fall of BlackBerry.
Down. Thumbs down. Keep going.
Didn't have to happen.
Yeah, I'm good.
We got Hypnotic with Ben Affleck.
Yeah, I was just reading about this yesterday because I was trying to figure out if there was anything I was going to see on Thursday. It's not. They have no tickets released yet for it, so it doesn't seem
Well, it
very
says
popular.
limited release, so.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's got a big amount of play. I'll probably watch it if it's on streaming.
Let me ask you a question before you keep going. Did you ever drink some Hypnotic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You Dante?
So I said this to Dante
Oh,
when I
yeah.
ordered the Hurricane the other day. In my head, I just assumed there'd be Hypnotic in it.
He wanted an Incredible Hulk.
Yo, what episode can we do some Incredible Hulk? That'd be hard.
Well, all 3, 2, 1 spoiler, Incredible Hulk.
Oh, my God.
So nasty.
We just drink Incredible Hulks the whole time and we talk about
God.
the 2008 classic.
That is, yes, that's nasty, but I'm down. Hey, and we have to listen to some T-Pain because he's big on
It
my
sounds like a hangover.
Yeah, thumbs up to the Hypnotic. I don't even know what it's about, but my boy.
I'll watch it on streaming. I'm not watching it in the movies.
Nah,
Yeah.
keep going.
We got the Starling Girl.
Nope.
No.
Keep it moving.
The Mother.
Who that? What's
J-Lo?
J-Lo in there. Okay.
Nah, J-Lo's a terrible actor. Thumbs down.
Wow.
Fam.
Okay.
She's a terrible
Made
actress.
in Manhattan.
Thumbs down.
Enough.
Well, yo, let's
Enough
put it this
is
way.
alright.
This is releasing on Netflix, so it ain't gonna cost you nothing extra. To
Oh,
see.
all right. I'm gonna watch that. Yes. Okay.
It's crazy how quick that changes.
Yes. I got nothing better to do, and my shorty probably want to watch that. So.
Movie of the year. Right here.
Fast 10.
Say it.
Fast
Yeah.
10.
Thumbs up.
Yes.
Thumbs up.
Yes. I will be in there. And actually, this one I just saw a trailer for the other day. I didn't know they were doing a remake of White Men Can't Jump.
Let's stay here for a second. I thought this trailer exceeded my expectations.
Yeah.
You watched the trailer?
Yes.
I didn't
watch the
saw it
trailer
too.
because I already know what type of time it's about to be
It's
on.
better than it should be.
Yeah.
I hear you. Maybe White Men Can't Jump holds too big of a spot in my heart,
I get that.
but I do not want to see
This is the same thing a mutual friend of ours said.
a fake Woody Harrelson and a fake.
Wesley Snipes.
The story's
There we go.
not exactly the same, but it's kind of the same. You know,
I'm
like
good.
It's,
I'm good. I'm good. That
it's-
movie is a little bit too close.
it's coming to streaming though, so you're gonna watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
That one's dropping on Hulu, so you'll be
I'm
in there.
giving-
Oh, it's on Hulu?
Yeah,
I have
I'm
to steal
giving
somebody's
that-
password.
I'm giving that a thumbs up. I'm into it.
I ain't gotta steal somebody's password. Even furthermore, I gotta do work to watch it. I don't gotta.
I'm not even like a Jack Harlow guy.
Me
but
neither.
I'm watching it.
He ain't better than Woody Harrelson.
The trailer gave me enough to
Can
make
I-
me realize they're trying to make it their own movie, so I'm cool.
Fuck them.
They can we ask this then? He's not Woody Harrelson, but you see that he's in a rap beef right now, right?
Who?
Jack Harlow.
Woohoo.
I actually didn't know that.
So MGK just dropped a diss track on him.
Wait. Is he rapping again?
He
I thought
dropped.
wasn't
He
allowed
dropped
in
a
the genre
diss.
anymore.
He dropped a cipher.
Oh.
He dropped a cipher over the Renegade track.
White on white crime.
I'm dead
I love
ass.
it.
So Jack Harlow said he's the number 2 white rapper ever.
MGK.
No, Jack Harlow said he thinks he is
Oh.
behind Eminem the number 2 white rapper ever.
Okay.
He said a line on his new EP or whatever that just dropped, or album, whatever it was,
Yeah.
and I think and so MGK responded. I wasn't that impressed because MGK is not that good of a rapper with his response, but he did it over the Renegade beat.
Okay. All right.
Who you taking, Harlow or MGK?
MGK. He hard. Pause. That was crazy. Oh my goodness. Cut that out. Bleep that.
Again, that stays in. We might even.
You taking MGK over Harlow?
Nah, that was cap. That was cap.
Yeah, bro, come on.
That was cap.
And like, so I love MGK's pop punk album. Like when he makes rock music, I'm kind of into it, but I'm not listening to his fucking rap. He's not a good rapper.
Yeah, that's cap.
Harlow's like an actual good rapper. He's kind of
He's
commercial.
alright.
But,
He's commercial as hell. Hey, MGK got a baddie though. So.
he does. Yeah, that's true. I'm sure Harlow does too.
Nah,
Okay,
I
keep
don't
it
know
moving.
about her.
Keep it moving. We got About My Father.
Nope. Keep it
no,
moving.
good.
Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Fathering another child at 70.
Shout out Robert De Niro. I had that on my
Kid at
list.
age
Yeah, he's
75.
fathering another kid at 70.
Hold it, Nick Cannon.
Yeah. He's like it's his 7th child, right?
Seventh child,
79,
yeah.
busting
for
that
him.
shit
Fuck.
down. Shout you out, Robert De Niro. You give people
Glad
like
Dust
me
ain't
hope.
coming out, brother.
It's kind of crazy.
Come on, man. It's amazing what money can do for you.
Oh, we also got the Little Mermaid coming out this month too.
Oh, for sure. Thumbs up.
I didn't know anything. I hadn't watched any trailers. I thought the trailer looked pretty decent when I saw it before Guardians. I'm going to thumbs down this, though.
Yo, what? You want to watch White Men Can't Jump, but you won't watch Little Mermaid?
Here's my thing, man. I watched this trailer, and I realized why Little Mermaid, it doesn't mean anything to me. It wasn't made for us, D. I wasn't into The Little Mermaid when I was a little kid.
Nah,
Because it didn't do anything for me. It wasn't made for me as a movie. And I see this, and I'm like, I'm not the audience for this movie. I don't care about watching it. The animation looks good. She seems like dope. She's singing really well. Whatever. Like I'm just like,
Hey, you know
whatever.
what? You bring up good points. I'm gonna watch, but you bring up good points.
Hey, so yeah.
I'm a little less excited now.
Yeah, it's thumbs down for me.
I'm not thumbs down in it though.
And I'm easy, but like that is thumb down.
You are easy, little slut.
Pause.
Oh, that's my girl. What's her name?
Oh, you're skipping ahead.
You talking Julia Louis-Dreyfus?
That's her name? From some Seinfeld?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my boo. I love her.
All right, get the one that was before it though.
The Machine.
Bert Kreischer. Definitely watching this. Do you know what this is about? So have you ever seen Bert Kreischer stand up where he talks about the machine? No. It's his that's his nickname. So he was he took Russian in college. So what's the Ryan Reynolds movie? National Lampoon. He's the character so his real life story is what they made up the story in the Ryan Reynolds National Lampoon movie about. Van Wilder. Okay. That's Bert Kreischer, who was a comedian in real life. Basically, he was like a 6-year senior at Florida State. I think it was Florida State, University of Miami, one of those. He takes Russian. He ends up going on a field trip to Russia, gets caught up in the Russian mafia. And all this crazy shit happens. It's one of the most famous stand-ups. After we finish this, I'll play it for you. It's legitimately really, really funny. They made a movie based on if he was to go back to Russia, basically.
Okay.
And it should be pretty good. I think it'll be funny.
All right.
Keep it rolling. Thumbs up.
Thumbs.
Yeah, in the
neutral.
middle for you.
Yeah, thumbs neutral.
And then
thumbs
you hurt
down.
my feelings with Julia Louis.
Thumbs down. Thumbs down. Let's keep moving.
We
ain't watching this shit.
What is it on?
Limited release, so.
We ain't watching this shit. Thumbs down.
All right, bro.
And then moving into June releases, we got The Boogeyman.
Damn, we just finished May. Oh shit.
Yeah, May's kind of lit.
Yeah, May's a little stacked. Oh shit, what'd I do?
This guy.
No, we good.
What's that movie?
It's a horror movie. I'll probably watch it.
I
If it's on
fuck with
streaming.
horror. Yeah, I fuck with horror. It's on streaming.
If it's on streaming, I'll watch it.
What? Go back up, bro.
No, that's a theater release.
Can you go back up?
Oh.
What's it called? The Boogeyman.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thumbs up.
Spider-Verse?
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Come on.
Middle.
It's weird. The trailers swapped around, but.
Spider-Verse, thumbs in the middle, bro.
Thumbs in the middle.
Spider-Verse 1 is one of the most overrated movies I've ever watched.
I'm with you on that.
That doesn't support my argument.
Whatever. Just accept you had any support.
He remembers.
You don't even know what it was about.
Yeah, that's why.
I agree with you, motherfucker. What? You?
Oh
That's
man,
sick.
I remember the general feeling when I watched it. I wasn't into it.
Gotcha.
Moving on.
You forgot, so how do you know now?
Transformers: Rise of the Beast.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
I haven't watched a Transformer movie in a minute though.
Deadass, thumbs in the middle. Yeah, but yeah, I'll watch it.
I'll probably watch it too.
Yeah,
The thing
thumbs in
is,
the middle.
For me, the Transformers.
God damn.
My bad, bro. That's on me.
Yeah, you poured it in our plant too.
Yeah, we look thirsty.
Bro,
Here's the thing.
alcohol does not go on plants.
Here's the thing about the Transformer stuff. For one, I really liked Shia LaBeouf in those movies. So when he left, it was hard to kind of get with. The fourth movie, I hate it. I liked the fifth one a bit more with Mark Wahlberg. I just don't know. I thought they did something really good with Bumblebee when they recast everything and did Bumblebee. I thought that was really good. I don't think that you needed to return to this storyline. And just to add the Beast War characters into it doesn't really add anything for me. So there's no excitement, but I'm going to watch it.
Yeah. Back when Mark Wahlberg was Marky Mark.
That's when we used to get the party
Come
started.
on,
We used to
man.
mix in with Bacardi Dark. And
And
when
when
it
kicks in, you can hardly
stop.
Okay.
Hey. Then we got The Blackening.
Oh.
Yeah. D.
Oh,
Get him
shit.
hyped.
Yeah.
Oh, listen.
Get
He
him
was
hyped.
telling us about this one.
Bruh. This trailer, I'm in. This is a big thumbs up. We're watching this as a family.
Okay.
We're all going to watch this as a family.
All right, we're thumbs up.
God, absolutely, Lenny. We're a thumbs up for this movie. The Blackening, I'm telling you, if you're listening, you've made it this far. If you want to go to The Blackening with us, let us know. It is going to be a phenomenal movie.
Yo,
I'm
let me tell
fucking
you,
telling you.
For the culture.
They knew what they were doing too. This is a June 16th release. They were trying to get it out right for Juneteenth. Yeah, you already know.
Listen, I am fucking in there. I'm telling you.
Do you think this movie sells out off like the
It
strength?
should.
Yeah.
If you went to the movies recently and you saw the preview, it's no way you don't go to this.
I think the hood's gonna show up to support it the same way they
The
did the first
hood
Black
is
Panther.
outside for this one.
It's like, yeah, this is Black Panther 2, basically.
It is.
Yeah, yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
This is
it's gonna
I've
get
been
that
waiting
same
on a black
support.
horror movie. They tell you from the opening. All right, guys. I hate to say this, but we should split up. Oh, what the fuck? We don't split up. Everybody knows black people don't split up in the movie. Come on, Lenny. We're in here together. I need you to feel my excitement. We're fucking
I'm
going to
there.
see this, bro.
I promise I'm there.
All right, bet June 16th. Put it on the calendar. I might pre-order these for us. Shit, don't worry about this one selling out.
You should probably get on that.
Especially
Dolby.
the theater we're going to.
Dolby. Hey, yo,
Yeah. No shit. Might have to see this one in Braintree.
145 show.
Oh God.
They're not up yet.
It's gonna come on late.
Next up, we got.
We're taking our drink, Dante.
Oh,
You already took yours?
cheers, my guys.
Cheers. Salute. What's that?
Emotions, is that the name of this?
I think I saw the trailer
Elemental.
for that one.
Elemental.
Yeah,
Not a movie theater movie, but once it's on Disney Plus,
for sure.
I'll check it out.
Agreed.
All right, moving on. The Flash.
Thumbs down.
Let me also let y'all know the last 3 movies I said, they're all coming out on June 16th.
The Flash too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna see this.
Well, I'm definitely seeing the Blackening on June 16th.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
fuck Flash.
I'm definitely going to see The Flash, but there's not a movie this summer that I could care less about, I think, than this movie.
The trailer wasn't even exciting.
No.
You know, I am and Lenny has relentlessly made fun of me for this. I am a OG CW Flash fan, and I have watched.
I'm a fan too.
I have watched from episode 1 to current season now, final season.
Are you up to date? Have you seen the
I
finale
am.
and everything?
Mm-hmm.
How'd my guy do when he came
Who?
back?
Oh, my boy Oliver McQueen, he killed it.
Yeah.
He killed
okay.
it. Yeah, my boy McQueen killed it. It was nostalgic. It made me feel like, damn.
Do you say Oliver McQueen or is it just Oliver?
It's all McQueen, but yeah, it's fine. Lightning McQueen is
Yeah, you know what? It was because I was talking to the chick earlier. We were talking about Cars.
the movie Cars.
Yeah, the movie Cars. I was fucking ka-chow. Yeah, Oliver Queen. My guy. He did well, and like I said, I'm an OG CW Flash fan, so I don't even really like this dude like that. He didn't impress me in Justice League, but yeah, I'm gonna watch. It's a thumbs in the middle. It's a open hand.
This next one I'm interested in.
What it is? Oh, thumbs up. Big
Extraction
thumbs
2.
up.
I've never finished the first one.
You bugging.
You
bugging. Nope, don't. You bugging. You need to go back.
I
and
love
watch it.
action movies. I've tried watching it a few times. It's like whatever.
I might run it back.
The one thing that's really exciting about this, though, is they said it's got like a 15-minute one-shot action sequence, which I think is going to be really cool. So I also read something about they lit him on fire for this movie.
Shit.
That's the real Thor.
It's another Netflix release, so.
Fire though.
Yeah.
That was a great movie. I
Yeah.
might run this back. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Yeah, I think I'll watch it again. Similar to what I was telling Dante about like doing homework on movies before the new one comes
Yeah.
out. I will try again and watch Extraction 1 before
You
this
should.
comes out.
You
It'll
should.
be easier for me
You
to
got-
do the homework because I haven't seen the first
You
one.
got
so.
Yeah, of course.
good sound and shit. You should watch it, bro. It was fire.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Asteroid City. Yo, we're still on June 16th.
We're not even
by
in
the way.
July yet.
Well, keep it rolling. We're not into this.
Yeah. Let's speed it up. Who that is?
No Hard Feelings with Jennifer Lawrence.
Yes, I want to see that.
What's about? Can you give me a brief
It's an
description?
R-rated comedy.
My favorites.
R-rated comedy where she is like a hoe who gets hired to date somebody's son.
I love hoes, so
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yep. Next movie, big thumbs up.
Who that?
Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
I'm in because that's my guy.
It looks
What's
good.
his name?
That's your guy.
Harrison
You should know his
Ford?
name.
Yeah, I fuck with him. Bro, y'all know I'm terrible with white actors' names. I don't be knowing these motherfuckers.
That's your
man.
guy, though.
That's my guy, though. I
Oh,
fuck with
my
Harrison Ford.
guy, dude.
I fuck with Harrison Ford. That's my guy.
Yeah, I'm a big. I think this movie actually looks legitimately good.
Hopefully, if it ain't, it's over for you, H Ford.
He's like fucking 90.
I know. He looked 90 in the fucking trailer. Look at that shit.
They de-aged him and it looks like really good.
His chin is falling the fuck off. Look at that, Dante. Ugh.
Bro, how you gonna do your guy like that?
Yeah, bro, I can tell a spade is a spade, bro. If you look old, you look old. They still got him with that whipping shit. What the fuck is Harrison Ford old ass gonna do?
Oh man.
If he bring back his dad, Sean Connery, in this.
You think he's old?
I know that's what I'm saying.
You know what Sean Connery's last movie was?
No. Star Trek?
No.
The Rock.
No, that was 96, 97. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh, I like that movie. He definitely fits the bill. Yeah.
I don't really like that movie, but it's interesting. It's like one of those trivia questions where it's like kind of crazy that's his last film.
Yeah. Keep it going. Nope. Keep
Another
scrolling.
Kids movie.
Keep
Keep
scrolling.
Let's keep going.
Who is that?
Now we're moving on into July. We got Insidious, the Red Door.
Oh, 100% in.
It's fine. Yeah, I'll watch it.
Come on, 100% in. I'm in there.
Starring Patrick Wilson, directed by Patrick Wilson, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's his movies.
Hey, those are good movies. Those are good scary movies.
We got Joyride.
Is this a sequel to the Paul Walker movie, Joyride?
No, I think there's no.
What's this say it's about?
Headlines: buddy comedy about 4 friends who travel to Asia in search of their birth mothers and end up
Nope.
embarking on a.
Nah, we're
we
good.
can keep it
We're good,
moving.
fam.
We just gotta
Keep
keep
scrolling.
It moving.
I already see the trailer for this. Keep scrolling. I'm good.
Well,
Lenny?
Like we're gonna keep scrolling.
What's the
on
name?
Mission
Oh! I thought I was looking at the one.
Mission
under.
Impossible. You wanted to scroll past Mission Impossible?
No. I thought I was looking at the one under.
Fam,
I'm
this
sorry.
is 2 thumbs. I was excited about Fast and the Furious. This is my movie.
Oh yeah, you're a guy.
This
This
is
is
my
your
movie
guy.
of the summer,
Tom Cruise
brother.
is your guy.
This is the movie of the summer.
Yeah.
I'm telling
I'm
you
never
guys right
excited
now,
for. I'm never excited for Tom Cruise.
I'm telling you guys right now, this is the movie of the summer. Bar none, this is it.
Yeah.
It's just
sure.
gonna be crazy.
All right, I'm in, but
I'm with it.
Right, okay.
Barbie, thumbs up.
We thumbing up Barbie?
No, we are not.
Yeah, I'm going to see The Blackening.
So I'm sorry. Hold on.
Thank you, Dante. I ain't even gonna say nothing. Go ahead, Dante. You got
you're
it.
saying, we're thumbing up The Blackening because we're going out for the black crowd, right? So are you saying Barbie is the staple for the white folk?
I don't lump myself into that category. So
What?
I just think this trailer was better than the movie had any right to be. And Margot Robbie, guys.
I do fucking Margot Robbie.
Yeah, you're damn right you do.
I do.
July 21st.
It's also got a majority of the cast of Sex Education, which is a movie I've told people to watch on here a million different times, and I'll continue to tell. Well, not a movie, TV show. Great TV show on Netflix. I would tell anybody to watch. It's really, really good.
The one that sold me on is I love Ryan Gosling. I'm in it. Ryan Gosling is Ken?
Yeah. Yeah, you jerk off to that all you need, buddy.
What?
Gosling.
Come on. What?
You said come on. What do you coming on?
You're a sicko.
We're not going there.
You said Ryan Gosling.
I love Ryan Gosling.
You said Ryan
Hey,
Gosling.
let me ask you.
Come on.
Let me ask you why you love Ryan Gosling so much. Can we stay here for just a quick second? Why you love him so much, bro?
I just like him as an actor.
Yeah. What movies?
What was it called? The Place Beyond the Pines.
Yeah, he's actually told me many times he really likes it.
That was the one that sold me on him. I like
That's
that
the
movie.
only movie I ever
actually
remember.
don't like that movie, by the way. I've never finished it.
What's
I
the
think it's
movie
really
where
boring.
it's the meme where he's always like laughing, like he's like Ryan Gosling? I'll show it to you.
My favorite Ryan Gosling movie is Crazy Stupid Love.
Maybe that's the one.
I love Crazy Stupid Love. It's really good.
I don't know. I like
One of the best chick flicks I've ever watched.
Yeah, you're a big chick flick guy. So
I am a huge chick flick movie. The problem is I have right now, the other night I had this real desire to watch chick flicks, and I was trying to find one that I hadn't seen before on Netflix. I ended up watching one with Lily Reinhart. Didn't like it that much. I can't find anything I haven't already seen.
With who?
Lily Reinhart.
I don't know who that is.
It's a hard life when you've run out of chick flicks, rom-coms to watch.
Yeah.
Netflix
But you
is
won't
definitely
finish
the most
Extraction.
flooded with them, though.
I've seen them all.
You can finish
All right.
Extraction.
Moving on.
Oppenheimer, fuck it. Sucks. We ain't watching that
I
bullshit.
actually saw the preview and I'm a thumbs down that too.
Yeah, we ain't watching that
Thumbs down
bullshit.
that
Get
thing.
the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I'm
Christopher
good.
Nolan, suck my dick.
Again.
I haven't
You
even
think
heard
you
of
did it
this
once
one.
already?
What it is?
They Clone Tyrone. It's another Netflix release coming in July.
Come on. Yeah, come on now.
It's a sci-fi mystery.
With black people? Yes.
Jamie Foxx is in it.
Yes, thumbs up, you
They
boy.
clone Tyrone is a great name to a movie too.
Yeah.
Yo,
Dog, are you
the
kidding
two
me?
acting names that pop out to me: Jamie Foxx and Kiefer Sutherland.
They clone Tyrone.
Oh man,
I love us. I love us.
All right, are we in August yet?
Bro,
Fuck.
I love
this
us.
is still July.
Jesus Christ.
We're never finishing this pod, bro.
Then we got Haunted Mansion.
3?
Oh wait, what?
Eddie
No.
Murphy?
This says Disney's latest film.
Oh,
Yes, the
no.
Eddie Murphy movie.
That's good.
Oh, shit.
I saw the trailer for this. This is good.
Yeah, but this is the Eddie Murphy movies, right? Haunted Mansion?
He's not in the starring cast.
I don't know.
But he was in Haunted Mansion 1 and 2.
You didn't see it on your trailer for Guardians?
No.
This is the trailer is what made me in. I was like, oh, I'm in for this. It's like a Disney haunted movie.
Well, yeah, but
Scary movie.
Brother, they've already made these.
But they ain't make it like this, though.
No, they
Yeah, 2003, The Haunted Mansion, Eddie Murphy movie. It's already on Disney Plus now.
Yeah, but it ain't this, though. Did you see
So
this?
it's a
Did you see the
remake?
preview for this?
No, I didn't.
We're going to go back to this one. Haunted Mansion trailer. We're going to go back to this for Lenny. And The Blackening, because I know he ain't watched The Blackening trailer.
I didn't.
I know. We're going to watch both. Motherfucker, I'm putting you on the all black movies all summer.
and then we got
Tiffany Haddish and Jared Leto, guys. Come
Are
on.
in what?
The Haunted Mansion.
Bro,
Fuck
the
we
trailer
doing?
is good.
What are we doing?
All right. You're a hater,
All
bro.
right, keep it
Don't
rolling.
judge a book by its cover.
Keep it rolling.
Keep going. Who that?
We got Talk to Me.
Scary movie?
Australian horror hit.
No, thank you.
Nope. Why is there so many horror movies coming out this summer?
It's a
In
crazy
July,
time for
right?
it to
That's
come
crazy.
out. Yeah.
Now we finally made it to August.
The
Okay.
Meg 2.
Have you guys watched the trailer yet?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Crazy. When I saw the dinosaur, he eat the dinosaur, I was like, oh shit, this is crazy.
There's a dinosaur in this? I haven't seen
Y'all
the
want to know
trailer.
what's crazy? I ain't seen Meg 1. I got it I have it in my like bought movies.
I really like the Meg 1. I will say this. I am a shameless fan of all shark movies. I was not impressed with this trailer. The dinosaur thing was cool. But, like, I don't know. It looked mostly corny, this whole trailer.
Could be. I ain't seen Meg 1.
Meg 1's pretty good.
I'm going to watch it because
Meg
I
one's
want to
pretty
watch
good.
Meg 2. And I like Jason Statham. Look, I know a white dude. I like him.
Yeah, so I guess we're thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
That's a summer movie. The
Oh.
thing is, at the end of the day, it's a summer
You ain't
movie.
even got to say it. Thumbs up.
Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Keep scrolling.
Sorry, Steve. We're
Thumbs
gonna,
up. Sorry,
we're gonna-
Steve.
We're
Suck
gonna
it.
watch it.
And then
My
this
bad.
one I was actually really excited for. They're doing
Shocker.
Gran Turismo
Somebody
movie.
was driving some shit you excited for.
Bro, you don't get
So
enough
somebody's
good, like,
told me
automotive movies.
I haven't seen Gran Turismo's trailer yet, but I've heard it looks amazing.
The
Well,
trailer
so
looks
3.
amazing.
That's 3. We watching 3 trailers when we wrap this shit up.
Yeah, I heard it looks amazing.
Yeah.
All right, keep it rolling.
Come on.
You were like, to Dee's point, you were always going to be into that.
I mean,
What's
yeah, but
this?
it looks good. Looks like another horror movie, The Lost Voyage of the Demeter.
I mean,
Or the last voyage of the
I'm a
Demeter.
scary movie guy.
I'm
so
into
watch
it.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it. I'm into it.
I like that hand on somebody's face.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it was doing it for me. too.
Yeah, that's scary enough.
Yep.
Don't just put your hand on my face, bro.
Back on the Strip. I don't even have a
No,
trailer for this.
keep scrolling.
Is that about strippers or Vegas? Which one?
Oh, that's not the one with the dogs?
No. Back on the Strip is one above it. It doesn't have a trailer.
Nah.
Yeah,
if you ain't
no,
even got a
we'll
trailer,
keep
I ain't
it
in.
moving, yeah.
Comedy and magician in Vegas.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Oh,
we just gotta,
hold
no,
on.
no, we just gotta keep it moving.
All right. I like
Then we got
magician.
Strays. Yeah.
No.
Oh, Will Ferrell leading.
It's a chick flick. I might.
Is it a chick flick?
My
No, it's
shorty
like,
might
it
wanna
seems
watch
like
that
more
shit.
like a kids movie with
I'll watch
talking
it.
dogs or whatever. No.
If it's a chick flick, I'll watch it. If it's a kid's movie, I don't want to see it.
My shorty might want to watch it. It seems like very chick flick.
All right, let's get on to the next one that I think is going to be fucking terrible. I hate this.
Blue Beetle.
Get this shit out of here.
It
Somebody
sucks.
was trying to talk to me the other day about this and be like, dude, you're not going to see it. I'm like, I'm going to see it, but I could give 2 fucks. And like, it's part of the problem with the hero genre in general here is like, this does not need to be a movie. And they're going to be like, well, why wasn't it successful when it came out? Well, nobody fucking asked for it. That's why.
This is DC's response to Spider-Man.
This can't be.
I'm trying to tell. All right.
Thumbs down.
This can't be.
Thumbs fucking down.
You know what? It hurts me because I like Homeboy as an actor.
Who?
Go ahead.
Is
say
he
his
white
name.
or Ben Affleck?
Say his
Which
name.
one?
The Spanish dude from Cobra Kai. I like him.
Never seen Cobra Kai.
Yes, the fuck you have.
Nah, I don't think he has actually.
I thought y'all was talking about it one time. Maybe. All right.
Matt probably watched it.
Yeah.
I've never seen Cobra Kai.
All right. Well, I like that.
I don't know that I've actually ever seen The Karate Kid.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Secret's out.
Oh wow.
Wow. You don't even fuck with Mr. Miyagi? You're a sicko.
I fuck with Miyagi because I love Three Ninjas, and I also love Tremors. But like I don't.
You don't
I
fuck
ain't
with
never
Mr.
seen that
Miyagi,
fucking
bro.
movie, dude.
Wow. You don't know the crane kick?
No, I know that.
You don't know what wax on, wax off is?
I seen the Jaden Smith movie.
No, that ain't the same. Jackie
No,
Chan
no,
ain't
no.
Mr. Miyagi, bro. And Mr. Miyagi died. Don't fucking play with me, Lenny. That's disrespectful.
Oh
Damn, I the only Karate Kid to me is Jaden Smith.
wow. All right, moving on.
You wanted cornrows all your life.
This is sick.
It's true. It's true.
Yo, next pod, Lenny's coming in with cornrows.
I'm getting the fuck out. I'm walking right the fuck out the room. I promise you.
I'm in here like Malibu's Most Wanted.
Oh my god. Yo, what up, D? I'm out this bitch. I promise on everything. What's his next trailer, man?
Whitebird.
Nope.
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 It was Blackbird.
Yep. Yeah. Whitebird.
We'd be watching that shit
I'm
if it was
good.
Blackbird.
I ain't watching
no
no shit called Whitebird. I'm out of here.
Oh, man.
Is that going to Netflix?
Whitebird? No, that's a theater movie.
Nah, I'm good. They
Nope.
can't get my monies.
This next one's a Netflix release.
What it is?
Lift.
What it's about?
Kevin Hart.
What it's about?
Probably
No.
not.
Oh, thumbs down.
Probably
I don't
not.
like him as an actor.
Probably not.
Thumbs down.
He's just doing the same shit over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
It's another action thriller.
I'm good.
Yeah, probably ain't got to watch it.
And that's actually all we got right now.
Wow, we made it through, Leonard.
Yeah.
That
Pretty
was a
good
lot.
summer.
Yeah.
That was a pretty
Yeah.
good summer.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting that
Yeah.
many movies. I
All
ain't gonna
right.
lie.
We've stayed for way too long. So I want to wrap it up with two things. There was a movie you were going to talk about. I want to really quickly give my updated movie rankings for the year.
Yes.
So far, year to date, I have seen 10 movies in the theaters. There's one that I really want to highly recommend to people, and that's why I mostly want to retread this. So John Wick is still my number one.
Okay.
Guardians is coming in at number 2 for me for the year. So
How
far.
close are John Wick and Guardians?
Very close. I actually was debating how I need to restructure my scoring because this is what I do every kind of few weeks when I see more stuff.
Yeah.
I have to go and revisit a lot of the other stuff I've scored and kind of see what I have to move
I
around.
enjoy John Wick.
If you want to know my star rating, I gave it 3.5 stars for Guardians, whereas I gave John Wick 4 stars. But the movie
Out
that
of
I want,
5?
yes, but I don't give anything 5 stars. So the most you're gonna get is 4.5, and I don't think I have very many 4.5s. The movie I want to tell everybody to watch has now moved to my number 3 on the list, and honestly, it could be number 2 because I just don't. I honestly, I might like it more than Guardians. I saw the movie The Covenant a few weeks back. It's still in the theaters right now. So if you are looking for a movie to go see that's not like a Marvel release or anything like that, I highly, highly recommend it. It's Jake Gyllenhaal. He is a sergeant in the army. They go and look for IEDs and suss out like places where they build bombs. And his whole team gets attacked by the Taliban, and the only people who survive are him and his translator. His translator has to get him across the entirety of Iraq or wherever the fuck they are. Sorry if I got that wrong. I never know the difference. And basically what happens is he gets him all the way across while he's like dying. And when Jake Gyllenhaal gets back home, he realizes that they didn't let the translator out. And he's now on the top wanted list from the Taliban. And he's stuck in, still there, basically. And Jake Gyllenhaal has to go back and get him out. You saw where I had to I didn't want to fuck up again. Yeah, but either way, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. So right now I have John Wick at number 1, Guardians at number 2, The Covenant at number 3, Scream at number 4, Mario at 5, Creed 3 at 6, Quantum Mania at 7, Dungeons at 8, Shazam at 9, and 65 is like 25.
Yo,
I fucking
you
hate that
have
movie.
It's wild that
you
you have
have
Dungeons above Shazam.
what at 9? Shazam?
Yeah.
Damn,
But
Shazam
this
was that
is what-
ass to you?
But no, the problem is, like I've said this to Dante, it has the same score. Shazam and Dungeons both have the same score.
But you enjoy Dungeons more.
I think when I've regraded, as I've looked at this more and more, I think Dungeons is probably a better movie.
Okay.
But they're both 2.5 stars.
wholeheartedly disagree.
And I think I would revisit because, like, I have right now, I have all 3 of those: Quantum Mania, Dungeons, and Shazam, all at 2.5 stars.
Okay.
So put them in whatever your order you want. They're all basically the same.
They are
thing
2.5 movies. 2.5. Okay.
Yeah, and
I
they
ain't seen
could
Scream yet.
as it's
And I ain't seen Shazam
on
yet.
Scream is on Paramount Plus for free right now, so you can watch it. As I watch more stuff, I will probably revisit this again, and you might see some of those movies go down.
I can't believe you didn't want to see Shizu with me. That's fucked up.
Sisu, it's just not that I don't want to see it. It's just it doesn't have anything that's like. I don't get into the selling tag of being like people are comparing it to John Wick. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
No,
dude.
I didn't read none of that shit.
The trailer didn't impress me, so
that's why I just watched the trailer. And I'm
yeah,
like,
it just
all right.
wasn't. I don't know. I'm a big like if there's an actor that I'm into, I'll go out of my way to watch it. There's not an actor in that's making me want to see it, so I'll just wait for it to be on my TV.
Yeah, it was given that Viking movie we watched together.
I hate that movie too, though. Right?
The Last Viking. What was it?
No,
called?
it's not that. But I know the one you're talking about with
Northman,
Alexander
right?
Skarsgård.
Where the plot was awful.
Yeah, it was just
killing
not a good
everybody.
movie. Yeah, like I had somebody put it on Twitter. Was like this movie like shouldn't have bombed at the box office. I was like, this movie's not that good.
It's not, but he was
What are you talking about?
fucking motherfuckers up the whole time.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. 100% recommend The Covenant to anybody who hasn't seen it yet. Do you remember what the movie you were going to talk about before was?
I don't.
Okay. So as far as what I'm watching currently, I'm back into Arrow.
You're back into Arrow?
I'm 3 seasons in.
No. I've already seen it. I'm not running it back.
I know. I've seen it many times.
Yeah, I'm not running it back, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm on season 3 though, guys.
No. Sorry.
Anybody
Season
else? What are
3
you
out
guys
of,
watching?
9 seasons, right?
10, I think.
No, all 10 are fire though. Don't trip. It's a good show.
I enjoy them.
What do you guys got going on? Anything?
Dante, you watching something?
Probably. Not.
No.
I just wrapped up Your Honor season 2. Great show. I think last time I came in, it's still current. I was gonna watch The Night Agent. Haven't started yet because
Actually, I did just finish that.
Night Agent.
Yeah.
Okay, what's up?
What'd you think?
I liked it actually.
Thought it's really good.
I
Right?
think remember when y'all were recommending it to me and you said it was more like a cable TV kind of feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was very accurate, right? Like it was a good show. It didn't feel like it had that big production value to it, but I enjoyed it.
I compared it to that the movie that was based off the show that was based off the Mark Wahlberg movie, The Shooter. That's kind of what it reminded me of.
Bob Lee Swagger.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. The plan is to watch it, but NBA playoffs.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, it's definitely something I still recommend to anybody. I think it's good. You're going to get a season 2 out of that, which is nice. They just announced Jack Ryan season 4, the final season, drops June 30th. So that's cool too.
Yeah, that's what my boy from The Office.
Mm-hmm. John Krasinski.
Yeah.
From Boston.
Yeah, Mike Wazowski.
Yeah. So you finished Your Honor. You're going to go
into Night Agent. I just haven't had the time.
Cool.
But that's the only thing that I've been keeping up with. I don't think I've ever talked about this show on here, but I want to have the chance to give this person his flowers because I've been invested for years now. Mr. I think his name is James
Spader. Yeah.
James Spader. He was Ultron?
Yes.
James Spader.
Blacklist.
Yes. Oh my God. If you do not watch Blacklist, go on Netflix. Do yourself a favor. Watch Blacklist. I will come in one day whenever we have this pod. Me and Lenny sit down. I will give you my top 5 villains ever. James Spader is number 1 on here. Red Reddington is the best villain I've ever seen on show, on movie, on cartoon, whatever the fuck it is. Blacklist is still creme de la creme. They've killed people off. All of that. James Spader, you're the fucking man. Shout you out. I'm still tuned in to Blacklist. That's the only thing as far as TV that I've been keeping up with week to week.
Dante, there's a million pieces of homework we've tried to give you. Are there any movies that you can commit to watching?
You can commit to Blacklist.
No, like Extraction.
You could commit to Extraction. That's
like,
a good fucking movie, bro. That's a good movie.
Yeah, I'll throw that in there. I might actually want to check out Blacklist too.
You should, bro. It's good. It's from like season 1 is good.
How many seasons?
6.
Yeah, there we go.
That's a guess. I never watched it. I will back D on the fact that I know a lot of people have really positive things to say about that show.
Whew. Listen, for what we were talking about for TV quality of a show, great writing, enough twists and turns, and then like I said, James Spader is carrying the show as the villain is Red Reddington. Fire. Chef's kiss.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate everybody's time. If you made it this far into the podcast, you're probably a psychopath.
Appreciate you.
We're nearing 2.5 hours in, but it had, like, as always, it's been a fucking blast.
Always.
I appreciate you guys both for being here. I appreciate anybody who's watched the whole way through. D, where can they find you?
I'm on IGDDEE .Alston ALSTON_. Follow me on there. Fuck with your boy.
Shout out Men Are From Mars.
Shout out Men Are From Mars. The pod. Shout out. My Twitter is the exact same. But I be in the comments though. I want people to be in the comments. That's where I like to talk shit to people. So please be in the comments. Fuck with your boy.
Dante, where you at? Not that you stream anymore.
Dirty Water ENT on Twitch.
But I can't swim.
Dirty Water _ENT on YouTube and Instagram.
How you got motion sickness but you can't swim?
Yeah, what you talking about?
How's your handle Dirty Water but you have motion sickness, you can't swim? And
Yeah, dude, we're not doing this.
I'm all right. I'm sorry. I have questions every week. I'm sorry.
You can find the podcast wherever you're listening or watching it now, obviously, but that could start with Apple Podcast. That could be iHeartRadio. We're on Spotify,
Where
Google
else?
Podcast,
Where else?
Pandora, crazy
Absolutely.
enough.
Wildly. Nicaraguans, they fuck
That's
with
I
Pandora.
think that's probably where they
fuck
got
with
it.
Pandora.
But if you don't want ads, like you probably just go to like Spotify or Apple Podcast.
Yep.
Stitcher, D's.
Nuts.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my God, yeah.
All over them.
Yeah, all over. Come on,
And
baby.
on YouTube, the video format, please. We're also on TikTok. We are on Instagram at For Those With Good Taste. We're on Twitter at Good Taste Live. Always popping off on there.
A lot of plugs.
Otherwise, we are For Those With Good Taste, and we will continue to be. Till next week, we are out.
Salute.
Peace out.
For those with good taste.